How's it going, everybody? Welcome back this evening, or morning, or afternoon, wherever it is that you are. Seems like a whole bunch of you are already here, so let's get into the chat really quick and see who all is here after I get rid of that chat box. Oh wow, the on-screen chat is really squished up. I'm gonna have to fix that, because that is clearly not going to work. So I'm going to fix that really fast. Wish I would have been able to see that it looked like that before the stream started, but it should be easy enough to fix. So let's see what I need to do to make that not look terrible, because that's really bad. That doesn't even look kind of good. So let's see here. It should be around here. Oh wow, that made it worse. Alright, let's see. Okay, well that helped a bit. Although now it's just extending way off of the window in a way that is very unnatural. So I just need to go in and edit it at the basic level now. Which shouldn't be too bad here. YouTube GJ, welcome. TH, always enjoy your voice in streams while drawing. You know what, YouTube, one of these days you're gonna have to show us some of the artwork that you've done. Like, if you're not already doing it, I feel like I'm missing it or something, because I sure would like to see it. C3, welcome back. It's I know it's like crazy early in the morning for you. You're you're here again, and I always appreciate your presence because it's always like crazy late for you.
Wanna come over for tea?
Wow, this is not working the way it should, and I don't know why. This thing is just like scrunching all of this up, and it ends up looking terrible. Why is the chat so messed up? You know, it's never given me this problem before. All of a sudden, the on-screen chat is just not behaving this evening, which is just terrible. Ugh. This is one, like the chat I had up before the stream started was working just fine. Now all of a sudden this one is not.
Did something terrible happen again?
Let's see. I know there's a way to fix this. It's got, okay, there it is. So let's see here. That should prevent it from looking really weird after. There we go. Now I just need to scroll in the other direction. This is ridiculous. Wish I wouldn't have had to do this during the stream. That would have been super great, but you know, this is just how it goes sometimes. Meanwhile, Hutao continues to sing for us all. Anyways, so it's a lot better. I do have a great background noise voice. Well, thank you, Mary. I appreciate it. Stream tech just waits to heck you up. Yeah, you know what? For sure. It definitely does. YouTube, you haven't shared any art, but I'm currently working on a comic I might want to share when you're done. Yeah, I would love to see it. Definitely. Alright, so this is still not looking quite right. I don't know, like, it's better than it was at least, so I think I'm just gonna leave it like it is like this so I can just kind of leave it alone for now. And that'll just have to do, because I don't want to keep messing with it all evening. That's just digging into the time. Aether, welcome back. Hateva Astoria. Buongiorno, but in normal sized and not wide chat form. Yeah, something like that. I'm always happy when you guys are around. Well, welcome back, BFU. Zero. This week I attempted Mora Meat Deluxe Dish and Sunshine Sprat. Yeah, that is all. Breezy J, how's it going? Mohammed, welcome back. I am doing well. Hopefully you are as well. How's it going, Lunacy? Welcome back as well. I see you you beat your cousin here this evening. Good job on that. He must be off somewhere jumping off a cliff. Alright, so... yeah, Lunacy. Yeah, this man's going to stream. Better ruin the UI. Absolutely. Can I show my aspect ratio if you don't mind? So the on-screen resolution, I can't, well actually yeah, I can. I can just go to the settings so you can see what it is that I am actually using under graphics. It's 3840 by 1600. It's a 2K ultra-wide monitor, so it's wide and it has a slight curve to it, and I really enjoy this monitor. It is definitely the favorite part of my whole setup here, and it has enabled me to get much better shots for pretty much all of my videos, which is the main reason why I bought the monitor in the first place, so that the whenever I wanted to get shots where I needed something to be moving, or a character to be moving or interacting, the UI elements on screen would be further away from the center of the camera, which makes the screen a lot prettier. C3 jumping off a cliff. Why did I say it so casually? Because that's what he does. That's what I feel like that's just like Rev's favorite pastime. He's not even she is not even here to defend themselves at the moment, so this is like probably should just discontinue. But it's all in good, it's all in, you know, good spirits. Sir, have you seen the theory about Ningguang might be Guizhong reincarnated? No, I haven't seen anything about that. I feel like I kind of have my doubts about that right out of the get-go, but I'd be interested to see a little bit about that for sure. But my biggest hang up with the theory for that to even exist right now is just like, I would love to do a video about Guizhong as a character because I find her to be compelling. However, we have so little information about that character that I don't even think I can properly do a lore video, much less feeling like we have enough information for me to extrapolate who she may be today, if that makes sense. So yeah, I'd be interested in seeing that, though. It's something I'd like to look over. Miri Baker found a print-on-demand service for Apply Yourself stickers. This might be happening. Do it. Do it immediately. Markrod, sir. Okay, yeah, it's the same. Feels like there's got to be at least one tech issue for this to be a TH stream. I know, right? I'm sorry. I mean, to an extent, it's Streamlabs. Like, I don't know if you watch a lot of streamers, like I think one of the more common things for people to complain about is that Streamlabs just does some derpy things. I had much less tech issues when I was just using regular OBS, but regular OBS is super limited as far as like additional functionality that it offers to the streamer to make the stream more interactive. So that's when I made, or why I made the swap to Streamlabs OBS, and it is in general just a lot more flexible, but there are more bugs to have to work through. So oof, you take the good with the bad, all that good stuff. Tevat Historian, am I ever going to build Xiao? Yeah, I will eventually build him as a DPS. Right now, he's mostly sitting with like very little gear on him. But I mean, he's got a good enough weapon. I'm not too worried about it. But for now, I just don't really have the extra resources to be working with. But I will at some point. He will be built for sure. Cricket's situation is like buying a PS5, and once you get it home, you're told that you can only play the machine 100 hours a month and get time gated till the next month as your data gets wiped. Yeah. I think that's a pretty potent analogy. Like I said, my wife and I were just talking about this yesterday. It doesn't, like, we've had a Cricut Maker for about 2 years now, and all of a sudden they're like changing the terms of service, and now you can only use the software beyond a certain point if you're paying for a subscription, which is kind of ridiculous because that wasn't part of the initial already high buy-in. And it's not as if their vinyl products aren't crazy expensive, so none of it makes sense to me. I don't know why they're doing it. So it was crazy to me. Just crazy to me. I'm going to go ahead and teleport over here to the Spiral Abyss so that we can get into this here in just a few minutes. To anybody who's here in the stream, if you haven't subscribed or liked the video yet, be sure to do that. We are getting really, really close to the 45K kind of landmark here. We're getting really, really close to that, even closer to 50K every day. That's my short-term goal. Of course, I'm trying to get all the way to 100K this year if I can, so I just have to keep at it. But yeah, if you guys haven't subscribed, please make sure to do that, and if you haven't liked the video, do that as well. Hey, Threat Tave Astoria also ascended my Ganyu to max today, going to 10 her normal talent tomorrow. So that's play of the game, got her to 85. Nice. Yeah, I know that's a slow burn for sure. It takes a little while to get through all of that. Seeing some super chats pop up here, but I'm not actually... See, I think this is a delay or something, because none of this is actually happening. Like, Domo's not even here. Why is this stuff popping up on the screen? This happened many streams ago. What is happening, Streamlabs? What are you doing to me? Oh my god, Streamlabs. Oh my god. This is popping up stuff on the screen that happened like days ago, last week even. I'm really confused why these notifications are popping up and I can't do anything about it. Oh my god, this is terrible. I'm just gonna be sitting here getting notifications that aren't even part of the thing now. Like, what is this? Like, why? It doesn't make any sense. Yeah, like, this is crazy. Anyways, I'm just gonna have to ignore that for now, and hopefully it'll catch up, I guess. Whatever. Streamlabs is just having one of those nights, I guess. So one of the things, actually, before I get into this, I'm gonna see if I can work Hu Tao into one of my parties for the Spiral Abyss tonight. She's one of those characters where I'm a little worried about how well she'll actually function in the Spiral Abyss, though, because, you know, she's meant to teeter on that low health border all the time. So I feel like she needs to be in party with a healer in order to get good benefit. So I'm just not sure how that's going to work. But I'm going to try it, and we'll see what happens. Oh my god, with this delay with the chat thing from days ago. My apologies, everybody, that this thing is just doing whatever it feels like doing right now. Actually, hang on. If it keeps doing this, I may just disable... I can just disable the whole alert box, and maybe with it disabled, maybe for now it will stop notifying you all, at least, and stop making the dinging sound. That would be less intrusive. If it's not going to function right, I can at least turn it off. So anyways, my Hu Tao is really well built now, I would have to say. She's level 90, her weapon's level 90. She is at 67.6% crit rate for 205% crit damage. She's sitting at like 32,400 health, which is pretty nice. And whenever she is below 50%, she's at 4,536 attacks, so her attacks are definitely pretty punchy, which is why I want to get her into the Spiral Abyss. So we will see how it goes, but I'm going to keep trying, and we're going to see what happens. Like I said, she's pretty low health. I think it will refill her when we get into it, and let's get going. First I need to see what kind of enemies we have. I haven't even looked to see what the blessing changes are. Let's see. Charge will accumulate every 10 seconds with a maximum of 3 existing at any one time. If an active character's HP is less than 50%, they will consume a charge when they hit an opponent to create an unstable energy orb. Okay, interesting. This orb will explode after 1 second, and only one of them can be created every 2 seconds. Okay. Well, it's not so bad. We still have the sheer cold stuff going on too. So I'm thinking my regular party will still be the way to go. Kind of what I'm thinking what I'll do is... Looks like I want pyro characters more prominently in the second half right now. Looks like I do want Ganyu in this portion because of this Electro Fatui. Okay. So I'm gonna keep. You know what? Yeah, I'm gonna put my Zhongli team together for round 1 because I think that that's going to be the best way to go. I'm definitely gonna keep Xinyan with him for the extra shields because I think it's just a mistake not to take them. Albedo's definitely not getting bumped for anything. And then Mona, obviously, Ganyu to deal with the Electro guys there. And then instead of Diluc, what I'm going to do is take Otao and Klee. And we'll see how this goes. Edison Chen, floor 11, chamber 2 is Cancer. It usually is, for sure. Neri Mihoyo, please remove Sheer Cold in Abyss. Yeah, it is pretty rough, I agree. Character max HP, 25%. Character normal attack speed, 25%. Character elemental speed, I'll just take that because it hits all floors. So that'll probably be the, I think, the best way to go here. You see Chi-Chi is not leveled yet. Well, Chi-Chi is level 60 at the moment. She's getting there. She's been ascended to 70. She's just not quite there yet. I'm trying to save some materials lunacy for Rosaria. So I don't want to go too crazy with Chi-Chi just yet when Chi-Chi might even be getting bumped out of the party for Rosaria. We'll see how that ends up working out. So, let's get into it.
Burst forth.
Go ahead and take that first shield.
This is order.
Well, that was kind of a weird, like, silencing sound that went up with that one. That was weird. I don't know if you guys heard the same thing, like his voice line didn't play and it just shot off and hit completely silent. It was weird. Okay. Well, I kind of got stuck on that pillar there for a second. Okay, just a couple enemies left. Alright, well, this shield's gone. Oh, they're all on this side. Don't really want to use that just yet. Oh, that was probably a waste. Nope, actually, still killed him. And then 2 left. Where are they? Here they are. I'm just going to go ahead and hit these guys with the elemental burst and try to finish them off really quick. Come on. Nope, wrong character. Okay. Well, that one is not usually a problem. YouTube, GJ, haven't actually had any issues with Sheer Cold. I mean, sometimes I do, sometimes I don't. It's just one of those things. Alright. Alright, so we got all these cryo guys over here. I'll just go ahead and use Hichao to kind of thin out the ranks first. Even before she's below 50%, her damage is still crazy anyways, so it's not as if there's any problems there. Okay, well, I need his... There we go. Now I can just pop his shield, hopefully. Yeah, his shield's going away quick. And let's just finish him off. I need to get close to that pillar. Nice. Alright, we're good. And now that we're kind of not dying to Sheer Cold anymore, let's see if I can get rid of his shield too. Oh, come on, let Klee out of there. Oh my god. Okay, I was gonna say, he got away with that shield, like, at the last second. Well, they got melted. Okay. Next. At Teva Astoria, how does 200% ER sound like on Zhongli? Like a lot of ER, for sure. Miri, this is order. I understand your thing for this character now. Yes, for sure. Zhongli is amazing. Let's go with character elemental mastery 80, I think, maybe. I don't know, defense isn't bad. I don't know if I really care about the stamina consumption. I mean, it'll be good for this floor, but I guess I don't really get that many elemental mastery based reactions, but I'll take it anyways and we'll see how it goes. Ren R, yeah, I've read the lore with a lot of artifacts actually. Probably most of them. I've probably read the lore for most everything so far, but I mean, there's probably some things I obviously wouldn't remember off the top of my head, and sometimes I just end up needing a little bit of a review to catch up on it, that kind of thing. Alright. Well, might as well just use this burst right away. And take the shield from Chun-Li for now, too, just to make sure I don't take any unnecessary damage. Okay, well, just gonna go ahead and chop them all down with Kaching then. Oh, I'm out of stamina. Fine. Oh, that one flew overhead of me during that. That's not okay. Could have done without that. Fine. I feel like getting like a delay in my attack speed or something tonight. It's kind of weird. Nope. He tried to land right on me. That's definitely not okay.
Moment of birth.
Rode the Albedo Vader. Alright, almost there. Oh, come on. This guy's just backing away randomly. Where's the last one? Come on. Nice, okay. His shield got exploded. Took a little over a minute for this one, but that's not bad at all. What do you think about the possible upcoming Dendro element? Oh, there's so many possibilities for what they might do with Dendro. I'm kind of suspecting it to be like a dot dealer or buffer element. That's kind of what I suspect, just based on kind of how like nature-themed classes tend to work in other games. But, I mean, it doesn't necessarily have to be that way either, but we'll see. What's the plan on the next History Theory video for YouTube? My next Origins video will be coming out in a few days. It's getting really close to completion. So hang in there just a couple more days here. That's almost done. Okay. Well, I'm just gonna go straight to Ganyu for this one then. It's definitely gonna be the way to avoid dying. God, now I'm stuck in this freaking ice prison. Why is he not? He should be dying faster. Oh my god, he made me miss. Oh, that was close. Oh wow, I am doing just kind of like jank right now. Like, it's not... I'm making dumb mistakes like crazy here. I need to pop over to Klee. Oh my god, let me out of this friggin' ice prison. Well, at least he's not pointing in the right direction, so I'll take that as a win. I don't want to throw Hu Tao out for a heal just yet, because that probably won't work the way I want it to. Why am I attacking that with Klee? This will do far more damage. Alright, stop trying to kill my heating element here, guy. You gotta go. This, that floor kind of went weird, but it doesn't matter. Still went through it with 3 stars, so whatever. Devin Perrin, I think that's right. I've been enjoying your streams and want to give you support. Keep it up. Shout out to anyone who has any C1 5 stars. C1 gang. Well, thank you, Devin. I do appreciate it. Oh, let's see. Instantly restore 25%. I'm just going to take the elemental burst. I think that'll probably work out just fine. Okay. Last run of floor 9. Oh, it's one of these. Okay. Cool. Whatever. Fine. I'll just go ahead and hit him with a big rock. That'll give me some good damage to start. Almost got her elemental burst recharged again already. Yep, there it is before it even wore off. Or before the cooldown went away. Oh, he tried. He tried to trick me. Alright, well, he's down now. Now I need to heat up here before I start taking unnecessary damage. I guess I could have killed the archers first, but you know. Oh, wow, my finger slipped. Well, whatever, it doesn't matter. It's near the end of the floor, so this is all going to reset anyways. And might as well just go ahead and... Oh, wow, he incinerated. At Terry554 Venti, Bard Supremacy. For sure, and he's coming back soon, so that's pretty cool. Albedo has that nerd with a dark side. Something like that. Okay, imagine you're falling asleep, Albedo voice. Would you like to help me with my research in the morning? I promise it won't be a waste of your time. I don't know how Albedo would act. Yeah, I mean, he's, I don't know, I feel like you'd probably still need to find a way to make you bored. Venti or child? Well, it depends really on what you need. If you need a primary, if you need like a good secondary DPS, I would say child, but if you need a good support, then Venti. It really depends on what gaps you have in your party right now. I think that's the biggest impact for sure. Okay. Well, might as well just bomb this. Just throw as much pyro down as possible right out of the get-go. And you know what? I'll just throw this down too. Oh, come on. What's this? Whoa, that was really annoying. It's just ice prisoned her right away. Whatever, fine. They're gone. Alright, well, that is the end of floor 9. So I'm going to go to leave for now, so I can actually see what's going to be on floor 10 for this round. There. Okay. Okay, well, let's go ahead and take the rewards for that too. And so there's a lot of cryo in the first round. Electro in the second, along with some cryo abyss mages. We got the Fatui cryo Sisson mage. And then another Frost Arm Law Churl in the third on this one. So there's not really much for Fatui or anything really difficult on this round. So I'm thinking Mona party might go to the first on this one. Maybe. I need to see where the greater portion of the cryo enemies. Yeah, I'm thinking that's how I'll handle this one. So, same deal. I'll still take Ganyu in on this group for now. I'm still going to take Hotao, because she was doing really good damage. And then over here, the same. Xinyan. Kaching. And Albedo. I tend to do my dailies in the morning, usually before work, or as the first thing before other stuff. Yeah, that's pretty much how I do it too. Usually the first thing I do when I get up, I like zombie downstairs in the morning and like get myself something to drink and get ready for the day, and then I do my dailies before I go to work. When character HP is greater than 50%, attack 30%. See, that's kind of counterintuitive to the way Hutao works. Defeating an opponent instantly restores 8% of... That will also counter off Hutao. I'm going to take this one anyways, though, because everybody else will take benefit. Okay. We'll see. Okay. Getting started. See if I can kind of lure these things all around and then just hit them with this. There we go. Yeah, that wasn't too bad. Alright, that wore off, so let me just lure them away. Just throw all these Klee mines. And back to the charge spam, because it works so well. Oh man, I've got the sheer cold going again. I gotta get close to the Seelie again. Ow! Get away from him. You know what? I will use this. It should result in good, some good finishing here. Oh yeah, for sure. Oh, come on, might still be able to finish this one under a minute if I can finish off these last few hits. Oh, come on. Nope. Doesn't look like it, because there's still a few more enemies left to pop up. Have to be careful with Hutao with this health. That's not gonna heal. Oh, it did actually. I wasn't sure if that would heal through that thing's shield, but I guess it does. Cool. Works for me. You know what? I'll just go ahead and shoot him for the... What? That looked like it went right through his head. But okay. I'm kind of surprised that didn't finish him, since it also had a melt attack on. 2 enemies to go. Where's the last one? Here he is. There we go. Just a little bit longer than I would have liked, but Okay, not a big deal. Alright. Another round in floor 10. Okay, just one of these. This should be simple enough. Oh, did she dodge that? Kind of. She probably won't dodge this, though. Nice. That'll kind of lock her in place for a minute. Allows me to get some extra damage. Oh, she's just pretty much gone already. Ugh. Okay, now she's good. I swear, you know, it kind of feels like the sheer cold builds up a little bit faster on the Spiral Abyss floor than it does on, you know, in like Dragonspine. It does. I don't know why. It might just be, you know, like a placebo thing, but I swear, because you can kind of get involved in fighting and then you look down and your sheer cold is already maxed out. Okay. Last floor. Hopefully I didn't take too much damage on this team. I don't think so. Let's see. Increases character damage dealt to opponents weak. No, I'm not worried about that. I could take a little you know what? I will take the health. Just to make sure everybody's fine, since I don't have a healer on this one, and it's the last, no, actually, it's Chamber 2, but still. Alright. I need to make sure I have enough to keep everybody kicking. Alright, well, I'll just go ahead and start beating them up with Hu Tao for now. Nice. I do like being able to just spam her charged attack from, I think C2. It's handy. Alright, well, I'll drag him out this way a little bit. And I'll just pop all the small guys really quick. See if I can get rid of his shield really quick, too. Come on, burn. Might as well just use this now. Oh yeah, he got exploded. I had one behind me and one in front. Nah, you're not gonna hit me with that. Alright, well that one was really simple. Alright, so second floor of 10-2. Okay, that's right. The Cryo Mage for this one. Probably should have thrown down Albedo's field first, but it's fine. I like to throw down as much damage on this thing as I can first. Might should have held that a second. Whatever, it doesn't really matter. She's almost dead anyways. Oh yeah, she's gone. Nice. Reposition that. 2, and now there's just this guy. Okay, well that floor, that one went really easy. On to entering floor 10, chamber 3. At Teyvat Astoria, probably because all of the cryo enemies, plus you're constantly fighting, so the timer goes a little faster. Yeah, it's probably just like, you know, internal time dilation where you're just kind of losing track of time and it just gets away from you. Keshi Genshin, you finally made it to a Teyvat Astoria stream. Well, welcome. That's pretty awesome. Welcome. Alright. Okay, well, got one of these guys on this one. Well, I can keep him frozen for a second. That'll probably help me pump out some extra bonus damage to him. If I can get rid of him, then pretty much nothing else here is much of a threat anyways. Oh, come on. I shot the barrier of that wall. Here. You know what? Be frozen, dude. Oh my god. Oh, I hate these borders. Ugh. You know what? Fine. Why? Why? Everything is going weird on this one. Leave me alone. I think I can still freeze these. So I'm gonna do it. I'm just gonna go ahead and freeze this to start. Yep, you can. Come on. Oh, nice. I still got the elemental burst to kill her. Nice, I like it. Nobody died, but it was really, really close. I kept getting stuck in that ice prison, and that was just really unforgiving. Whatever, it doesn't matter. Alright. Back to the law churl. Now that he's got his ice shield up, definitely go ahead and knock it down a bit. Kaching will probably chop through it fast anyways. Oh, that actually hit me. Oh no.
Sword pushed shadow.
Okay, we're fine. Yeah, he's just gonna get blasted now anyways. This doesn't really matter. Here, you know what? I'm just gonna keep giving him the elemental bursts then. Since he saw fit to keep charging it for me. It's just like doing the Salvindagner domain. Just sit in one spot and keep spamming elemental bursts and they just incinerate. Geshi, you always miss the streams, so you're really, really happy? Nice. Well, I'm sorry to hear that you always miss them. It's one of those things, I assume you're just in a time zone that's far away or something, or you're just otherwise busy. I do try to occasionally throw in some streams, maybe 1 in 4. I try to do a few hours earlier in the day so that, you know, people on the other side of the world actually have a chance to watch it and it's not 2 a.m. in the morning or something. I can't always do that though, just based on my work schedule. It can get challenging for me to keep doing that. Alright, so I think I usually go with my Zhongli team in Team 1 on this floor, I believe. Let's see. And I think that's... I don't know, maybe. I kind of feel like my Mona team should stick to 1 just because that's where I usually have Ganyu. And Ganyu makes this a lot simpler. So I think that's what I'm going to do with this one. And if it goes poorly or something, then I will swap them around. Right now I still don't even have a healer in either party. But again, it's another one of those things. If it goes poorly, then I'll swap something up or make appropriate changes to kind of make up for whatever problems I'm having. Sometimes, you know, I'll bring Venti in to kind of offset some of these issues. Actually, that kind of makes me think maybe I should bring Venti instead of Klee in that one, and that actually might help a lot. So I think that's what I'm going to do, because then I can round up all the enemies and kind of help keep them away from everything, and that I think will probably help. Alright. Character attack speed 25% is always nice, but I'm going to take something that'll hit for all the levels, so we'll go with that. Okay. So, here we go. Time for the hell floor. So let's see how bad this one ends up being. El Canola's Shrine of Raja. It's 4:40 a.m. here. You should totally be asleep. Oh my god. This is so early. That's crazy. Your dedication to hanging out and watching the stream is appreciated, so thank you. Alright. Let's get into this one. First, the first level is not usually the problematic one anyways. So, I'm just gonna go ahead and round up everything and just pop them with Ganyu to start, and that's a crazy amount of damage numbers. That was definitely handy though, I'll take it for sure. Let me go ahead and absorb those. Here, I might as well just go ahead and also get into them with Hitao a little bit. I need to get her health pre-lowered a bit for her better damage applications anyways. And I'll go ahead and get Venti set back up with his burst. Almost walked right into that bubble. Had to make a quick dart back on that one. Alright, so this guy should be down in a second. And then there's only just those guys too. But then I won't have to dodge as many bubbles, and that'll be nice. And the bubbles are one of the worst parts. Ugh. Nope. He tried. Oh, come on, he jumped over it. Just making it drag out for a few extra seconds by jumping over the shot. Ridiculous. Okay. 11-1 second floor. Let's let him round up a little bit. Just go ahead and catch him with everything. Swap to the other side of him. Alright, so the first 3 are gone really quick. These guys all have rock shields, so let's go ahead and try to eat those up really quick. Yeah, this should get rid of these shields really fast. And I'll go ahead and take an overload too for him. That'll help clean him up really fast.
Burst forth. Feel this ancient power.
So many damage numbers popping up everywhere. Okay, nice. Still under 8 minutes. Alright, so here comes the hell floor. BFU, eat the Paimon? That's worse than usual. How dare you, sir? Alright, sticking with more crit. I assume that stacks, so we'll see how that works. Alright, so hopefully I can keep these enemies off the pillars for a reasonable enough time to not have too much of a problem.
No touching. Next
Maybe, just maybe, I can get them to attack the lures as opposed to
time for takeoff.
the pillar in the center. That would help a lot, but generally just having Venti here to suck everybody into the middle helps a lot too. Because then they don't even have the option really to hit it because they're too busy getting pulled into the abyss.
Shadows of
Nope,
fate.
nope. Well, I tried to freeze him before he could get much damage in on it.
For Rex Lapis.
Okay. Still pretty high health right now with this. I haven't lost any of the levels yet, but they're probably getting close. Yeah, because it's at 77. Oh, he's still shooting it. That's not okay. Get out of here with that. Okay. I've got 14% to defend before I lose a star on this one, so we'll see. It's probably the best I've done on this, but this team doesn't... this one is rough because I don't have Venti, so it'll be a little bit tougher to keep the enemies away from it. We'll see what happens. What I can do is try to immediately petrify them so that they can't get away from me, which helps a lot. Just kill all the weaker enemies first too, always is useful. Come on, guy. This thing is just bouncing around from me. Alright, so cool. I've got an elemental burst ready to go again. Let's see if I can let them lure in a little bit again. Come on, bring it in a little closer.
This is order. Come into being. Witness my great undertaking.
Probably will help a lot.
Incoming.
That was funny.
Nowhere to hide.
Come on, I got 6% to defend.
Solidify. Burst forth.
Oh, I might actually get a 3-star on this floor. What? If as long as I can carry it into the next one. I managed to keep him away from it this time.
Incoming. Hey.
Nice. Yeah, it's looking good. Oh yeah, nice. That is the first time I think I've ever 3-starred Chamber 2. So, I'll take it. I might actually max star this thing tonight. We'll see. We'll take charged attack damage for sure. Jordan Nelson, speaking of roasting birds, I haven't killed Timmy's birds yet today, but it might be time to do that. Alright, so this one should be a little simpler than the other ones. And we'll just have to keep at it. Alright, so we got these guys. See if I can freeze them up first, just to go ahead and get all the extra bonus in. Start with this guy. Oh, come on. He released his attack right as I would have killed him. Oh, ow. Oh, come on. He has no health. Jeez. Ridiculous. Alright, well, let's stay on the healer first. Oh, how do I keep doing that? Stay on the healer first. The rest of them are usually simple, so long as the healer's down. Oh, wow. He tried to smack me in the face right on the back side of the elemental burst, which is super not okay either. Alright, his shield's busted. Now I've got the Geo one over there with his full shield to deal with. Maybe if I can at least freeze him. Oh god, this guy's shield is going to be a pain. It actually could be a lot worse. Hatao's doing pretty good with him anyways, so it's not too bad.
Let me
Yeah,
scry.
this might still wrap up in a reasonable amount of time on this floor, leaving me with plenty of time for the next one. Yeah, that wasn't bad. Okay. This floor, or this team usually is just fine. So yeah, this is looking really good to have max stars on floor 11 tonight. Seems like the only character I really changed for my ordering is just bringing Hu Tao into it for this cycle. So looks like Hu Tao is definitely a little bit of a game changer. That's not surprising that she was able to kind of extend the play for my Mona team. She's just another really good damage source that's completely counters the weaknesses of my Mona, so that does help. Oh yeah, these guys are gonna go pretty quick too. Oh god, these flies. Enough.
Burst forth.
Come on. Stop dodging so much. Alright, now we got these two.
Speed of light.
Alright, guess it's gonna go ahead and elemental burst this one. And again, too.
My great undertaking.
You know what? Why not three?
To update.
Yeah, I knew he was right here.
Coming to be.
Thought I saw him pop up.
Incoming.
I'm gonna need that back. Oh, more bursts. Let's keep those going too.
This is order.
Oh, he gone. Nice. And yep. So I max starred for the 11th floor tonight. So that's awesome. Okay, cool. That went pretty good. So let's go ahead and claim the rewards from that floor. So we're in pretty good shape. Last floor, Geovishaps. Okay. That definitely makes me want to bring healers, at least to my Mona party. We'll see how I decide to reorganize things for that one. For that one, I don't really need to make major changes for that one. Ruin Guard makes me definitely want to have Ganyu for sure. Okay. So I keep Ganyu. But I think instead of Albedo or Klee, what I'll do is actually, I'm going to put Jean in slot 2 because that's when I have her. That's usually where I prefer to keep her. And then Hu Tao for the last. And then my normal Zhongli party. There's really not any need to ever change that party, really, because that party has never failed me. So I'm going to keep going with that. Mary with the Dimitri Von Fire Emblem. Yeah, I mean, Danes definitely has that look for him. For sure. At Teyvat Astoria, I have Albedo and Xiao. Should I wait for Zhongli or just pull Venti? I got confused to think all of this. If you have Albedo and Xiao, Zhongli is going to be your best synergistic option for Albedo because you're going to get Geo Resonance, which is really, really good. Xiao is not terrible, but also keeping in mind that Swirl has no benefit with Crystallize whatsoever. So you're losing a little bit of connectivity there, which again would make me think that having Venti paired with Xiao and Albedo is also going to be less effective than Zhongli. So I would say wait for Zhongli if that's what your concern is. However, Venti is a really, really good character to have. So even if you're not planning on building him right now, if you're in a situation where you can only pick one, I might still go for Venti because he's a really good support character that will help you in the Spiral Abyss, in certain domains. Like, he really opens up a lot of content for you once you get him built up. So there's a lot to kind of think about and consider there. I'm going to take the minus defense, I think. You know what? Yeah, I'm going to take the minus defense and see how it goes. If it goes terrible, then I'll have to swap things up. Okay, the Vishaps first. I should let them kind of round up here, get close to each other. I tried to get him. Nope. I dodged just a little too early. It's fine. Here, let me just do this.
Shadows of access denied.
That should help a lot. Now they'll just take huge damage from the Stellaris, from Ganyu. Oh my god, I shot right in between them. It's the worst. Come on. Ugh, enough with this.
Wind, hear me. Born of ice and
You know what? Let me just see if Hotel can get in much for these guys. Especially since she's a little bit high on health right now, but she's not doing bad. Here, I'll just go ahead and take this for the bonus and pop off of her.
born of ice and frost.
I would have liked to have seen this go a little smoother. The Geo Vishaps or these Vishaps are definitely aggressive. But one of them's almost down now. They stayed on Mona's lure, but somehow did not get frozen for that entire duration. Wow. Wow, that was really close. Ganyu almost went down. Just die already. God, finally. That was a little ridiculous. Ganyu had 200 health. I'm gonna have to be very careful not to swap to her until I get her a heal. That was a little rough. Where are you? Okay, here we go. I'm not worried about them. They should be much easier than the other ones. This team is usually fine.
Cut to the chase.
Let's go ahead and hit them with the touching first.
Witness my
Move
great
the field over
undertaking.
here before popping them with this.
Is order.
Alright, we'll just keep chopping at them now. Need to take it easy on the stamina here for a second, though.
Coming to be.
My
Stabilize.
shield back. These guys are a little bit thicker than I'd like, but, you know, they still go down relatively quickly. Oh, wow. Xinyan almost went down, too. That was really close. You know, I feel like these guys weren't this big of a hassle last time. I don't know what's going on right now, but I don't like it. Alright, well, managed to get the shields off and keep her alive, so we're good there.
Great undertaking.
Alright, one of them is down now. Come on, this thing's gotta die. There we go. That was way too close. If I can take a heal round, I'm gonna have to, because I'm sorry, I can't talk apparently. Xinyan got way too close to death on that one. Let's see what we got here. Character attack 20 again. Oh, I think it's because I took that defense minus 40. Or defense minus whatever percentage it was that it's probably hurting me so much. Cooldowns are nice. Character attack 20 will be nice. I think I'm going to take that because it will hit every floor.
Astrologers must rid themselves
All
of
right.
material desires.
Cryo Catalyst would be really nice. I agree, Clever Foxface, for sure. Alright. So, let's see what happens. Like I said, I gotta get Ganyu healed up right away as a matter of priority on this one. But it's fine, because I can just kind of cheese these guys by throwing them into the air over and over again. Cool, well, now that I got enough to Elemental Burst, I can go ahead and throw that out right away.
Barbados, guide us. Born of ice and frost.
And let's go ahead and throw this down too. Oh, how did that one not get frozen? That was kind of weird. Zip over here.
Written in the stars.
And now over to Hotal just to do some cleanup damage since they got Stellaris. Oh yeah, plenty of damage there. Oh, this one's getting her shield up. Fine, whatever. I can get rid of the shield relatively quickly. Oh, she's staying on the lure. Well, that worked out nicely.
Shadows of fate.
And this one should die fast now. Oh my god, target the right enemy. Okay, well, that was fine. Alright, so I have to be really careful about using Xinyan without a shield. Should be fine so long as I protect her with Zhongli first. Let's try to lure all these guys together a little bit first. Come on, get over here.
Stabilize.
Speed of light.
Get over to Albedo really quick too.
Guide you.
Hopefully I'll catch the other guys with that, which looks like I didn't. It's fine.
Don't blink. Hey, nowhere to hide.
Okay, not bad. Because I still at least revealed them, so it's not really a big deal.
Stabilize.
Feel the beat.
Go ahead and pop her Elemental Burst while I'm at it.
Live. Witness my great undertaking.
Hopefully I'll get a heal option between these two floors, though.
This is
I think that's going to be necessary, otherwise my Xinyan probably won't be long for this world. nor my Kuching either, for that matter. She's also really low. Ah, come on! They killed her right out of the backside of the elemental burst. That's not okay. Well, no, I'm not gonna have her for the last floor, which is probably going to really suck for the Ruins Graders. I might have to redo this floor now, but we'll see. Kuching brings a lot of additional DPS to my team for the Ruin Grader, so I might end up having to repeat it. We'll see. Instantly 25% health. Yeah, that'll be necessary to keep Xinyan alive. I would have liked to have taken more damage, or more attack, but whatever. It is what it is. Okay. Well, here we go. Last one. Oh, there's two, isn't there? Yep.
Access denied.
Oh, that totally dodged the wrong direction. That's not okay.
Let me scry.
Alright, well, I froze that one. And I gave that one a weak point strike. So now they're both at least really close to each other. Oh, I hate this one that makes you dodge constantly. Oh, this is the worst.
Fate is upon you.
Well, maybe I can at least get some extra bonus damage in with this first. Nope. He tried. Yeah, it doesn't really matter if I let her take a little damage in the early portion of this. Okay, let's just go ahead and try to squirrel away from this for a moment. Ah. Well, a good thing I have Jean with me on this one, because that'll help keep me going pretty indefinitely on this round. God, I swear I wasn't that close to him just a minute ago. Ugh. Well, I can keep him relatively frozen in place. I was hoping to hit the weak point on that one, but I missed.
Decided by destiny.
Please don't still be spinning. Okay, well, it's fine. He's still spinning, but I got the elemental burst off, and it froze them, so that also works.
Next on the agenda.
He's really low, but he's spinning right here in my face. This is probably gonna do it. Oh, come on. There we go. Really close. Okay, last one. I'm down Kuching, which is not great, because she's usually my main damage source for this enemy. But we'll see how it goes. Is it 2? It's 2, yeah. Thought I remembered it being 2, which is why I prefer to have her here. I might not be able to actually kill this thing, or these things, fast enough together without her. Oh my god. Ugh, what is happening right now? They ate my, my barrier. Let's see if I can keep her alive just by throwing that too, just for bonus damage purposes.
Solidify.
Oh, come on.
Order guide you.
Not getting my elemental bursts built up as fast as I would like to see. Hey, I got an achievement. That's something.
Order guide you.
Oh man, this is kind of awkward.
Burst forth. Moments of birth.
I mean, they're not able to get away from much. Oh no, they killed Zhongli. What? Ah, that's really not good. So that's probably going to about seal the deal. I don't really see how I can get through this now. Yeah, I'm gonna have to leave for now. That way I can at least restart this floor. Without Kuching on this is gonna be really, really hard. I don't really have the DPS to push it out, because I need her for that. She gives me a little bit of, you know, that extra push, but what I'm gonna do is just go straight back into it one more time and see what happens. Oh god, I have to do this one again. Man, I kind of feel like I should just restart the whole floor. You know what? I feel like I am. I'm just gonna restart the whole floor. I think that'll be easier than trying to prop it up and dealing with the pain. I'm just gonna redo the 12th floor. I need her. I need her to stay alive. But what I'm gonna do this time is not take the. I'm not gonna take the one that lowers defense dramatically, because I think that was really kind of what ruined me on this one. I still need Jean, Ganyu, Hu Tao. Okay, and then My same usual team set up here, but this time as long as Kacheng doesn't die, I should be fine. That got a little rough. Is sub count bar covering the timer? Is it? If it is, I can move it easy enough. That shouldn't be too big of a deal to move. Hang on. Here, let me just move it over here for now. That'll probably be a slightly better spot to leave it in, because that will prevent it from covering anything. So this time I'm not going to take the minus 15% defense. I'm going to take the 20% attack for the whole deal. And that might help me with not randomly dying when it's completely unnecessary.
Next on the agenda, this is long overdue.
Alright, and I just went for a couple of hops there accidentally. Alright, well, let's get in there with Hitao and just do some extra damage early on. Nope, he tried.
Access denied.
And hopefully they'll stay on the lures so I can get some good damage from a distance here before they turn back at me and ruin my day. Oof, that was a little close. Oh, also close. I can't see the other one, I don't like that. Alright, well, one of them's down. There he is. Wow, he took a lot less damage throughout the duration, didn't he? Oh, he got on me really fast. I guess it's because he kind of separated himself from the other one, which I also don't like, because now, like, instead of dealing damage to the both of them, I have to spend a bunch of time killing off the second one.
Shadows of fate.
Okay, cool. Well, at least he stayed in place this time. I'd like to save this elemental burst for the next floor if I can, but this guy needs to stop what he's doing. Oh my god. Could you not?
Shadows of Barbados.
Alright, back to Hitao for a moment. She'll help me just blow out a whole bunch of extra damage really fast. So this one's just kind of wasting my time here. At this point, I've used half the time I have allotted to make sure I max star the floor, just because he didn't want to die at the same time as the other one. Ugh. Alright. Here we go again. Now time for the Vishaps with this team. Lure them back together.
Rise! Order guide you.
And I'll go ahead and do that. And to Kacheng now. I hate that even these enemies get kind of bounced out of Albedo's field constantly. It's really frustrating. So I need them to stay in it so I get my best damage production. Stay in the field. Just stay in it. Why you gotta do this to me? Here, we'll go for the bursts again, since I have them.
Feel this ancient power.
Waste not. Oh, that was close. They definitely tried with that one. Nope. Oh, come on. Oh, I gotta get off her. There we go. She definitely took extra damage on that. That was not okay.
I will have order.
I've only got about 30 seconds, I think, to clear this. One of them's already down, so I just have to chop this one down before the timer runs out. 15. Okay, yeah, that should have done it. Cool, alright. Hopefully, I won't have any problems with this. Pigeon, how's it going? Welcome back tonight. I guess I'll take the, I mean, lowering the cooldown for everything definitely helps. More power is always nice, but more skills is also really nice. I'm gonna take that one, I think. Alright, here we go.
Shadows of fate. Next on the agenda,
Just go ahead and freeze this one so I can establish some decent damage right out of the box here. It's trapping me in a corner. I don't like that. Alright, well fine. I'll trap you in a corner. Where'd you go? Ugh. Totally the opposite side. It's not okay. Maybe I'll kill some of the flies with that.
Let me scribe. No touching. All
I'm gonna throw this down too. Alright, well now I gotta bust her shield. Hopefully the ice stuff should kill the flies. So that'll help too. I'm not even worried about her hitting Hutao because it just boosts my damage for now. Here, you go for a flight.
Born of ice and frost.
That was kind of weird. The camera didn't know what to do with that. Nice, she's almost down. Alright, so it looks like I'm gonna make back some good time off this one. Yep. Alright, so I got like 2 whole minutes for this one. I just have to still be... Oh, that one was still dying for some reason. But I have to be still careful not to allow Kaching to take much damage because she's pretty beat up already. Let's round them up a little. Oh, come on. Oh my god, what is happening?
Crumble.
Oh, that is not what I wanted to do with that. And they ate my elemental burst. That's not okay.
Nowhere to hide.
That is so frustrating.
I will have order.
Alright, well, one of them's down. Gotta move the albedo field over.
This ancient power.
Incoming.
See if I can lock them both up in this corner. That'll help a lot with finishing them off quickly.
Feel the beat.
Feel this ancient power.
Oh yeah, they're going down fast now.
Speed of light. Amp it up.
One enemy left, and I think it's just the weak one. Yep. So we're good. Everybody survived. I think I'll have the opportunity to give Kaching some heals before everything gets dicey on the next one. Joe Carpenter at Tavon Historia. Lore reason for why the fountain in Mondstadt can apply hydro to you but can't be frozen. It's a ongoing manifestation of the warm monsoons that Venti brought to Mondstadt, and thus is a actual natural hot spring and cannot be cryoed. Boom. Done. Complete BS, but I'll take it. Instantly, yeah, I'm definitely going to take the heal. I don't really need it on this party, but I do need it on the other one. Alright.
Accessed enough. Delve into destiny.
Let me dodge that. See if I can get the weak point strike double on him. Nope, he's gonna make me miss. Yep, I couldn't get at the side of him.
Blaze over.
Lame. Fine.
Decided by destiny.
Ooh, that hurt.
Barbados.
Don't like that.
50.
Fine, I'll just stay in this field for a minute and do some extra damage.
Time to go.
Was that an 81,000? That was a lot of damage. She's not even on the good line of damage right now. That was crazy.
Destiny.
Really solid damage. God, Hutao brings so much damage to the team. Especially with how good her build is on her right now. No, you get to stay frozen. Here, you're frozen, so I'll go for some melts. Here, just die. There we go. Okay, so last one. Everybody's alive. A little bit healthier than last time overall, so hopefully the 2 Ruin Graders will not punish me this time. I seem to recall a few weeks ago when I did this, this floor was still tricky regardless, even with Kaching, but it, you know, having her obviously is going to be better than not.
Moments of birth.
And I have to keep the elemental bursts going pretty constantly as well.
Speed of light.
And it's not where I wanted to be for that. And if they get spins off, I just end up in a lot of trouble really fast. No. I also have to be careful not to waste my my albedo fields by throwing them too close to their feet, because that doesn't really do much. Wow, that was not cool. They got a lot of free damage on Kaching for that one. Don't like that. Run to the backside of him again. God, she's still taking extra damage.
Solidify.
No. Ah, no, he spun her out of the way. That's not good. Well, she's down, and oh god, come on. Ah, that's not good. Wow. Alright, well, leave for now, because they completely screwed me with the ice prisons and spun me to death. That was kind of ridiculous. I don't understand how that happened. It's completely ridiculous. I'm getting screwed here tonight. That was rough. Alright, taking the heal again because I'm gonna need it. God dang, that was ridiculous. They just kept ice prisoning me and holding me there. I couldn't do anything about it. That was just brutal. Throw these down. Oh, come on. Stay close. Cool, alright, that'll knock him down. I'm not too worried about this stuff on the ground just yet.
Decided by destiny. Born of ice and fire.
Alright, let's see if I can beat these guys up really good with Hutao for now. This should help a lot. I'll throw this down too now. Allow me to keep them relatively immobilized. Oh, what? Okay, I was gonna say he should be frozen. I don't even know how he's still doing that. No. Let's go ahead and take a heal now before something bad or dumb happens. Alright, one down. The other one, this is pretty much going down at the same speed as the last time. Oh, come on. Alright. Well. Okay. So hopefully, this time, that garbage isn't gonna happen again. Still have to kind of lure them all the way back here. Oh my god, come on.
Feel the beat.
Burst forth.
Speed of light. Cut to the chase.
Okay, now they're both in the corner again.
This is order.
Speed of light.
Yikes.
Witness my great
Just have to keep using elemental bursts to pretty much absorb damage. Otherwise, it's like these two do a lot of damage really fast.
Speed of light. Hey.
Oh, come on. That was really close. She almost went down again.
My sword comes down.
I think I'm just gonna have to stay off of her now unless I have her elemental burst because I'm just gonna get rocked if I don't. No pun intended. Oh, come on. Oh, nope, that's exactly the opposite of what I wanted to do. I went to her accidentally. Almost got her killed. Well, one of them almost down. One's down. The other one's just about down. Nice, there it is. Nobody died. That's max star run. Perhaps you may yet shake the stars in the abyss. Yes, something like that, but... Nice, okay, well... That was definitely my best run in the Spiral Abyss thus far. That was, I do believe that was my first time ever like getting every star on all of them. I've missed it by one a couple of times, but this time I just got them all, so awesome. That was a little rough, but got through it, so I'll take it. That'll give me, you know, some nice extra primos for Rosaria this week, which is always good. I am planning to build her up pretty much right away with her release this week. My midweek stream may be slightly earlier in the day this week, but it depends. If they drop Rosaria early, then it'll be earlier in the day. If they drop her late, at like the usual 9 or 10 o'clock my time, then it'll push my stream back to whenever that happens. But my midweek stream will be Tuesday this week, reflecting that specific release, because that's what I always do with new character releases. I always just jump my midweek stream a day so that it's on the same day as the release as opposed to my normal Wednesday schedule. So that's kind of what the plan is there. Now I'm going to burn up my resin that I have. I'm still farming like leveling materials so that I have enough to set up Rosaria appropriately. So that's what I'm going to use my resin on this evening. Pigeon, you've been in top chat instead of live chat. Oof, unfortunate. Aether Poggers, congrats. Yeah, I'm really happy that I got through on that one. That was a little bit of a rough one in the 12th floor. It kind of weird. Like tonight, the 12th floor was the one that gave me more trouble than the 11th floor, which is atypical. That's not usually how it ends up working out, but whatever. Got through it. Can't complain. Oh my god, your brother just got Chi-Chi, Mona, Diluc, Xiangling, Keqing, Beidou, Bennett, and Sucrose in 160 pulls. He wished on the standard banner any team build ideas. Yeah, you can pretty much do anything you want with that. You can do a 4 elements team: Mona, Keqing, Diluc, and Chi-Chi. That's actually, from experience, a pretty potent team anyways. Depending on the weapons that you have available to you, that will work as a really nice team. You don't have resonance, but it's still a potent team that has pretty much every option for every different kind of enemy that you could possibly encounter taken care of. So, like, as far as exploration goes, like, all of your aspects will be held down always.
Toodaloo.
You haven't kept up with Rosaria. What sort of teams does she fit in? Well, at this time, we don't really know what kind of teams she fits in. So, because we haven't had access to her yet. We don't know even which banner she's going to be in yet. I think like the popular theory is that she may be in the child banner,
Bathe in sunlight.
which will still be a couple of weeks out. And if that's the case, then, then I'll just have extra materials on hand for a little while longer, and that's still not a big deal to me anyways. You were true about Saritsa. Aether will become 12th of the Fatui Harbinger. Well, that would be interesting. Yeah, that's some crazy pulls for sure. The pulls that your brother got, that's pretty insane for 160 pulls. Like, that's about top tier luck for sure. Let me go ahead and take some heals for Hutal before I get into this.
Wheel of life.
Chi-Chi's still not really fully set up yet, but she's doing better than she was at least. I can, kind of slowly slide my Hutal's HP up into a decent spot pretty quick, I would say. It's not great, but it's fast enough. And then I can pretty much just swap onto her and just charge spam to kill everything really fast and kind of repeat the process. Or if I really need to, I can, pop her Elemental Burst for a nice injection of extra heals, which should put me above, and then I just shoot back below, and it kind of evens out unless they do stuff like that, where they trap you in an animation and repeatedly hit you in the face. So now that the Spiral Abyss, oh my god, since those runs are done for the evening, I can pretty much get back into re-engaging with the chat. So if you guys had any questions that you were holding on to while I was in the Spiral Abyss, or if I missed any questions while I was in the Spiral Abyss, be sure to throw the questions out, and I'll do my best to get to them now. Yeah, Triforce Rich, I picked up Chi-Chi about 2 weeks ago now, and I'm slowly in progress of getting her all leveled up. I still got a little ways to go with her, obviously. And I'm trying to hold on to materials for Rosaria right now, so I'm trying not to push too much into her. I've got what should be a good artifact set up for her, but it's not all leveled up yet, so it'll make significant, changes to her healing as they get leveled up more. I'm gonna do my artifact run tonight as well, after I finish burning my stamina on these ley lines, and then, yeah. Unze kill the pigeons, or Unze kill the pigeons. Yeah, I will definitely be doing that.
With the wind.
Soon. Aether, that pigeon, I'm gonna eat ya. Oh, okay. Getting Venti, don't care if he's good or not. I mean, you can play as a literal god. He is good, that's the thing. So you don't have to worry about it, because he is. He definitely is. It's confirmed that Rosaria will be on Child's Banner. Okay, well, if it's confirmed, then I'm going to have a little bit of extra time to farm up materials. I've got pretty much everything I need. I've got the Battle Pass weapon at level 80 for her as well. But it kind of depends. Like, I'm kind of considering moving the Battle Pass weapon to Xiao, and then giving Rosaria my Skyward Pride, or Skyward Spine, rather, because it's energy recharge, and I'm wanting to pair Rosaria with Hutal, knowing that Rosaria will be one of the characters who will give us a good opportunity to produce consistent melt from a different source, right? So it'll be a much wider source than Chi-Chi's little circling ball, and I think it procs up to 4 times around the sword or around the spear when it hits the ground on her burst. So if I go with an energy recharge weapon, that will help to make sure that she is doing it as frequently as possible. And, you know, so basically there will be like a 5-second downtime. And kind of what I'm thinking about in this 5-second downtime with the concept of the team that I'm trying to build into is bringing in Child as a secondary DPS along with Rosaria. So now I've got Frozen on the table, I've got Melt on the table, I've got Vaporize on the table. Then all I have to do is pick a healer. I could take Bennett for heals in that group if I really, really, really wanted to. It will give me Pyro Resonance, but he does run the risk of overhealing Hu Tao. There are worse things in the world, right? Like, it may not even really be that big a deal, but I might bring Bennett. I might finally build Bennett for that team. I might keep Chi-Chi and just, you know, use Cryo Resonance. And at that point, I have a lot more access to stable crit rate. But I mean, my Hu Tao's already almost at 70% crit rate anyways, so it's not as if I can complain. So we'll kind of see how that ends up working out for the long term, but that's kind of where I'm thinking about going with it right now. So, and this is another one of the things where, like, I can just throw down Chi-Chi's Elemental Burst and still get decent heals on my Hu Tao, even when I don't, you know, have her built out. And it allows me to keep her in a decent health place. Like, ever since I got Chi-Chi, like, even moderately built out, my Hu Tao just really doesn't die as much anymore. Which is really nice. You know, when I first got her, she wasn't really able to do much. She was just kind of there. And Hu Tao was still dying a lot. But now she doesn't really. It's a lot easier for me to keep her health stable, which is kind of the name of the game. And, you know, one of the other great things, Nary, TH might finally build Bennett. Yeah, I actually really might finally do that. TH will finally experience the glory that is Benny Boy. Well, it might, you know, please you to know, Nary, that I've got a plan with my lore videos right now for a 6-character run of lore videos, and once I finish that set of characters that Bennett is not a part of, he will be the one that I do right after that. So yeah, he's coming sooner rather than later, kind of. I mean, it'll still probably be a couple of months just because of the amount of time it takes me to run through all that stuff. And you know, my production time is anywhere from 10 days to 2 weeks on the average. Like right now, I'm at the long run of that because I'm 2 weeks as of today, I think, from my last release. But the video that I'm working on right now is really close to completion. It should be up, I'm hoping, for Monday. That's my goal. If not Monday, it will be no later than Tuesday. That's kind of where I am with that right now. Alright, let me take some extra heals for Hu Tao just to make sure she's in a good spot. Oh, you know what? I don't even need to do that right now. I'll just do it this way. Oh, wow! I took full health from that. That was crazy. There must have been more enemies standing there than I thought. I got like 20k health out of that. It was crazy. So I did have a little run of good luck yesterday. I was 30 rolls in and pulled a constellation for my Hu Tao, so she is sitting at C3 now. So that was the one I wasn't sure if I was going to get or not, but I was going to give it a light try to see if it would happen, and it did. So that definitely helped with pushing her damage to like the next milestone, which is really, really nice. So that was super awesome. Really happy about that one. C3 was falling asleep and then heard Hu Tao in the background and it scared the life out of you. Well, I mean, if it did scare the life out of you, she does have coupons for that. So, you know, I think it'll be okay. 2 for 1, last I heard. Hey TH, can I take a look at your Hu Tao build? So it does actually pop up at the bottom left corner of the screen every now and then with like the scrolling banner of my characters' builds that are like complete builds. So you'll notice like some of my characters like Jinyan and Chi-Chi, stuff like that, are not on there. But the characters that I have in respective complete builds do pass through on there for sure. But with that said, so you can get a more detailed look at it when that comes by, but I can give you a quick gist. She's 2 and 2, So she's 2 times Gladiator, 2 times Crimson Witch of Flames. Using Staff of Homa, which is level 90 now. 67.6% crit rate, 205 crit damage, 61% or 61.6 pyro damage. When she is in a pyro resonance team, which she is now, which really helps, and she's below the 50% threshold for attack, which she should be now, she's at 45-36 attack, so she does crazy damage at this point. So really, she's one of my, really probably one of my, if not my best built character right now, which kind of is surprising, seeing as how good my Keqing ended up being built. The 2 of them being in the same party just makes for ridiculous destruction, which is also really nice. But yeah, so that's what she's rocking right now. Like I said, it should scroll by the screen at the bottom left at some point, if it hasn't already throughout this period of me just talking about it. But when it does, you should be able to see it in a little bit more depth. You can see what actual kind of stats I ended up pulling on the artifacts. Her artifacts are basically god tier, though. A lot of my other characters have like a god tier artifact, but don't have like a whole, like an entire arrangement of them. Whereas my Hotel's artifacts ended up just stupid. They're really, really good. They didn't necessarily pull like tons of additional health. But I mean, she's at 32k health anyways, so it's not as if it's bad. I mean, I think you kind of max out her benefit around 40k health. But I wasn't able to get her there. I could, you know, go back and run the Crimson Witch of Flame domain a whole bunch and try to boost it a little more, but I don't know that I'm going to do that right now. Some artifacts say that Barbados stands between humans and Celestia. Do you think that that will be the reason that will make Celestia take him out of the picture permanently? Yeah, I do. But I don't know if it's necessarily Celestia that's going to do that. It could even be, you know, the Abyssal Order that does it. It really could. I've got... Oh boy, I've got some worries about what's coming for Venti in 1.4. For sure, just based on what we've seen and them manipulating the Statues of the Seven, I'm a little worried for you know, for our resident Animo Archon to, you know, just kind of see what's gonna happen with him. We'll see. I don't want anything to happen to him, but I definitely think of all the characters in the game right now that are likely to die, I think Venti is the most likely. But we'll kind of see what happens. I have a theory that we'll get Chasm in 1.5, another event probably similar to the Mondstadt one, but in Liyue, Zhongli rerun. And in Azuma in 1.7, 3 months between new territory, or 3 months between new territories sounds reasonable. Yeah, I mean, it doesn't sound unreasonable. Well, yeah, I mean, I was really holding out hope for the longest time that we would see major new zone releases on the 0.5s, so, you know, like 1.5, 2.0, that kind of thing. So, I mean, part of me is still, you know, pining away that we're gonna see Inazuma in 1.5, but it's probably a pipe dream at this point. Aether, Catastrophic Flock Convergence, or KFC. Oof. Big oof. Barry Allen, I love your character origin videos. I hope you continue to make more soon. Barry Allen, my next video is a character origin video, and it will be released within a couple days, actually. So stay tuned for that. Alright, I got... Oh, wow. Rude. Just popped out of the ground and knocked me away right away. This is kind of not what I was going for there. Go ahead and take some extra heals for Hutal since I can. At least unless they... Oh, no, he's doing exactly what I didn't want him to do. Nope. Got him. Maybe I can knock him towards the other one. Okay, well, they're together now, so it doesn't really matter. I'm really glad I built out this Keqing finally. Like, having her sit on the bench for a few weeks after I got her was kind of painful. Just, like, knowing full well how good she can be, it was really painful to just watch her not be in use. I hated every second of it. And then the Jade Cutter happened, and yeah, then it was a must occurrence. Oh, come on with this shield, go away. There we go. Oh, come on. He was just sitting right on the edge and just didn't quite want to go. Alright, nice. Oh my god, Pigeon. Yeah, I agree. I'll place my bets on Jean dying. That seems super unlikely. I feel like you should position yourself for some good odds on that one, because that's not gonna happen. I think they're positioning, if anything, Jean to be Venti's replacement. I really do. I strongly feel that like Jean's entire outlook on freedom and how she kind of conducts herself, like as like the passionate keeper of peace and freedom for Mondstadt, when Venti is the one who kind of leaves it up to the people. Like, I feel like Venti would, he always intervenes when tyranny is on the rise, for sure. And so that's, you know, when we could see him show up and die and Jean take his place. So that's kind of what I expect is going to be happening in the near future, but I hope not. The thing about you're saying that Amber and Lisa will get 5-star variant have a possibility because Honkai, there is a thing called augmentation. Same character, but different skills. That's interesting. I think that would be really cool. And I know that they have, yeah, like that situation in Honkai for sure. I've played it a little bit. I know that, you know, characters like Kiana and stuff had like different variants, and I think pretty much every character in that game had different variants. So we know that MiHoYo's not exactly past re-releasing the same character, but in a different form. And yeah, so I definitely feel like Amber and Lisa will have their moment to shine for sure. Well, this bird just got stuck on that light post, so I'll take my free chicken now. Thank you. Oh no, Timmy's even here today. That's unfortunate. Let's see if this pigeon will walk just a little bit closer. Come on, go over there. Go a little bit closer. Oh, he's not budging. Fine. Oh, I got them all anyways. Yes. Haha, Timmy. Oh, poor Timmy. His poor pigeons right before his eyes yet again. Oh, I got the far one and not the close one. Oof. Well, whatever. Alright. I need to check these that I got here. Bounty of Earth. 200 rewards. Oh, nice. And I'm getting close on this. Friendship 10 with 8 characters. I think I've got 3 characters that are getting really close as well, so I'll hit that one soon. Really far away from that one, though, so that's going to be a little while yet. Let me go ahead and take this, since I finally finished that one off. Another name card. In 1.4, we're getting that fancy new system that will allow us to display the name card. One of these days, I need to stop being lazy and just go in and finish this down to dodge achievement, so I finally get this this name card knocked out, too. I should really just do that, but I don't feel like doing that right now. At Pigeon, dead pigeons in Kentucky Fried Chicken. No! Tevat Historia, the pigeon dominator, destroyer, and murderer. Something like that. You realize this is Timmy's villain origin story? Oh. I hadn't thought of it that way. But now I do. Oh, that's definitely unfortunate. If I could do it faster and just like run through the pigeons with Hatal and a charge attack, I totally would do it. I think that would be hilarious. That would be a lot of fun to just like skate through the birds. All right, nice. More name cards. United Nation of Birds will get our justice soon. We'll see about that. Can you do a domain or boss monster with only one weapon type for all characters? I mean, you definitely probably could do that. Trying to think like what weapon type I could probably do some very specific ones like that. I'm just trying to think like what even weapon type do I have like the most diversity built in? Let me take a look really quick. Festering Desire on Chi-Chi. I have my Festering Desire on Albedo at the moment. I don't expect I'll be taking it off of him. it, you know, that energy recharge on him is really, really nice. So I don't really want to mess with that. So right now I just have a Lion's Roar on her because it boosts attack, and it was just something that I already had. Let's see, quick setup. So 1, 2, 3. Yeah, I only have 3 spear characters built right now. So I mean, technically I could, you know, throw Xiangling in there, but she's not really built, so she wouldn't really be used. But I mean, I could definitely do it. There would be no heals available, which would be a little rough. But yeah, I can give it a go.
What shall we do?
Xiao is not
Evil shall be dispersed.
ideally built, but I'll give it a shot anyways. Let me swap artifacts from Venti to Xiao because that will help me a lot. That's pretty much whatever I do with these characters. If I use one or the other, I just swap them back and forth right now. Because it helps me make sure that they're in a good spot. Oh, what am I? I'm on this one. Yep. One of these days I'm gonna... Oh, that is not what I was trying to do. No. Keep doing that wrong. There we go. Alright. So, an all-spear team. I should probably heal first. Just to make sure I'm in a good spot with this too. And, you know, soon I'd have a Cryo Spear character that will be built out fully, and that'll be nice. That would definitely help to boost the overall effectiveness of this team, I think. But, I don't have... I can just... You know what? Do I have any... I don't think I have any, of these. But... No, I don't have any fragiles at the moment. But what I'll do... Just so that this isn't a completely wasted run, I'll just go ahead and use a little resin for that, or not resin, but Primos for that, and just get something for my effort here. Child can't use his Electro Delusion in game as a character, so nah. Yeah, you know, that's another thing, another form change that I expect completely that we will see at some point in time. I really, truly believe that. I don't know how this is going to go. I usually bring Albedo in here, and it just results in me absolutely obliterating everything in here. But we'll see. I don't really think I have enough sword characters actually built to do this here. Like, I could bring... Like, arguably, I might actually be able to do decently just, like, duoing this with Keqing and Albedo, but, with, you know, maybe some other sword characters thrown in just to kind of fill the gap, but I don't know how well they would do. Alright, well, let's do this. See if I can get rid of this one's shield first. Here, let's just go ahead and pop that too. That'll help me a lot. Ow. Stop it. Here, let me just go ahead and get a shield out of this. You know what? Fine. I'm gonna do this. He's not really built for this, but it's worth it because it keeps knocking the little Abyss Mage around a bit, so I'll take that too. One of these days I'll get him fully built and he'll do much, much better. But that wasn't really exactly what I would consider to be terrible in any stretch of the imagination anyways. Not to mention I can just spam the garbage out of that ability and spin repeatedly to either side of him without really looking twice. So that was surprisingly decent. I have my normal party that I bring into this domain usually clears it in about like 55 to 56 or something like that. Usually sub 60, but that wasn't bad at all. Vital's so good, especially with how good she's built right now. Alright, so what I get? Animo damage. Rough. Alright, leaving this domain. I wonder how much energy we'll have available after upgrading all statues of the 7 in Tevat. Hopefully a lot. Like, in my mind I have, you know, like the image of... You know, in Breath of the Wild, when you get all of your stamina bars and it's just like a giant wheel. Can I not light this thing? There we go. That would be pretty nice. Definitely. Well, you know what? I might have a condensed that I can make. I'll come back and do that one more time. At David Astoria, throwing this question out again, do you the relationship between Celestia and the Archons will be like the relationship of the Roman Greek gods and the deities? Gods versus deities. Yes, I do. In fact, I very much suspect that is where the story of the game is going. Are you going to roll for the new 5-star bow for Venti? I don't think so. Weapons are important, for sure. However, at this time, I still don't use Venti that much. And when I do use him, I'm mostly using him to, you know, weaken enemies, because I have a 4-piece Venerer set on him. So that is usually the way I go about using him. Did I? Let me go and look at that again. Did I take that from... Oh, I did. Hang on, I definitely need to give that back to him. I don't know why I did that. Good looking out. I totally didn't even notice that. That would have completely messed me up. There we go. That's fixed. I would have been really confused if I had noticed that on my own later. So, thank you. Good eyes. Alright, back to that one more time. Imagine after the Abyss captures all Archons and Brother Aether, we see Lumine walk into the Dark Room and Bo's in front of the Dark Throne, and we see Timmy on the throne just looking down on everyone. That would be special, to say the least. That would definitely be something else.
Reduced
Timmy
to just
supremacy.
standing around. How absurd.
Oh, relax, Zhao. Tevat Astoria, do you think we'll get a surprise third banner again? I think it's possible, but I think it's mostly going to depend on if, like, character progress, like characters that they're making, are actually forming the way they want them to. You know, they're not, you know, like testing on them is going well internally and all that kind of stuff. All right. Sucrose has been the Animo god all along. No, but she is a Electro Sisson mage. Look it up. This domain makes me feel sick to look at. I mean, it's never really been difficult for me, but I can definitely see where it would be difficult for some. If you have the right characters, pretty much all domains are simple, but if you don't, pretty much all domains are painful, so it kind of goes both ways, unfortunately. Oh, he tried to land on my face. Didn't work out for him, though. Oh, ow. Kind of uprooted me on that one, didn't he? Probably because I didn't do this first, which I should have done. Just to go ahead and get a nice shield down so I couldn't take any extra damage, but whatever. 101, so I got really close to sub 60 on that one. That was good. That was definitely good. Timmy is very intriguing. I mean, he's, you know, another in the long list of fatherless or parentless characters in this game. That's terrible. And an attack sans with double defense crit damage. Interesting. Not great, not bad either. Okay, you got Timmy commission and killed his ducks for Primo. Let's hope that Gloria won't be too mad. Won't be mad to Timmy too much. Yeah, so you do end up in that oh, I just popped that elemental burst accidentally, but whatever. But yeah, you get that quest when you kill his ducks where you have to make him some food and apologize to him. I know this from experience, because obviously I've killed Timmy's birds a lot. It has become something of a pastime. I'm totally not demented or anything. I just, you know, like killing Timmy's birds. What? There's nothing wrong with that. Alright, I need my artifact root here. Alright, here we go.
Silly churl, Billy churl, silly Billy, hilly churl.
Alright, everybody, I am going to step away here for just a minute before I get into the next part of the stream. So I will be right back, guys. So stand by.
Toodaloo. Wanna come over for tea? Toodaloo. Silly churl, Billy churl, silly Billy, hilly churl. Ooh. Toodaloo. When the sun's out, bathe in sunlight. But when the moon's out, bathe in moonlight. Huh? Toodaloo. One client, two clients, three clients. Silly churl, Billy churl, silly Billy, hilly churl. Ooh. Huh? Toodaloo. Wanna come over for tea? Huh? Toodaloo. When the sun's out, bathe in sunlight. But when the moon's out, bathe in moonlight. Silly churl, Billy churl, silly Billy, hilly churl. Ooh. One client, two clients, three clients.
All right, I am back. How's it going, everybody? Geez, Rev, how's it going? You missed the Spiral Abyss climb, so you know, but better late than never. How's it going? Tell TH to eat the Pimon for me. I mean, I'm here. I can see that you just typed that, so. Yeah, bud. Alright, so artifact grinding, because I do need to get more of those for my Chi-Chi. I can see Child, for the sake of the Traveler and Saritsa, uses his vision and delusion at the same time, which gives him almost Archon level power, and that kills him. I mean, Child is definitely another character in this game where I could see him laying it on the line, but I feel like he wouldn't do that unless his family were involved. The moment Tusser or his sister or his parents or something become involved, I think Child would be immediately, like, sacrifice prone, for sure. Before that time, I don't know, I feel like he's pretty safe, so long as, you know, the Saritsa or somebody else doesn't find out about his, you know, like, how closely bonded he is to his family. I think everything would be fine. I think any other way for him to die or sacrifice himself would be uncharacteristic. Only his family would result in that. Eat the Pimon instead of the pigeons. I mean, I already got the pigeons tonight. They're gone. This has already occurred. You missed that too. My sister has been watching Miraculous, in the English dub, mind you, recently, and I feel weird listening to Hawkmoth's voice as he has the same English voice as Zhongli. Yeah, that's he does have a very distinct voice. It's very, like, very deep, like, very bassy. Could definitely see where that would be one of those, like, you're confused moments, because you're hearing a different, like, character come out of a character that you're, you know, familiar with already. I need to swap my party back. This is definitely not the party I want to keep using right now. Alright, so put Kaching. Oh, I just removed somebody from the party instead, because rip.
What's happening?
Alright, and
go.
Kaching,
Time is against us.
and I've been using Xinyan this week, but
Let's
yeah, I'll keep it with her for now. It's kind of nice to have the shield to fall back on at times. It's definitely very useful. Just kind of, you know, last slot bandage characters just to make sure that I don't die while I'm still working on setting a permanent four character party. Gotta go now. Bye, Tavon Astoria. Thanks for the live stream. We'll have a great night, Vaughn. Thanks for coming. If you liked the stream, make sure to like it on the way out if you didn't already. Ladybug share the same voice actor with Bennett and Xingqiu. Yeah. Imagine all the Harbingers lying their lives on the line in case Celestia makes the first move against Saritsa. I definitely wouldn't imagine that to be the way things will go, just because that would take too many players off the field, like, too quickly, if that makes sense. Like, that would effectively turn, like, the entire, like, Fatui Harbinger roster into a red herring, which would be unpopular, especially considering, like, you know, in 2020, 2021, like, over the last 2 years, really since the end of 2019, when a well, actually, I should say even a few years earlier than that, 2017. A certain movie came out that red herringed a villain that everybody was expecting a lot more out of, and when that didn't happen, a lot of people learned what a red herring was the hard way, and generally speaking, red herrings are disliked now as a result of it. Another example of a recently used red herring that has stirred up a lot of controversy, across the nerddom, as you might consider it, would be the Quicksilver character in WandaVision recently, which turned out to just be some guy named Ralph, and so like a lot of people were super mad about that, which I don't really think is a big deal anyways. Like, I kind of always expected he was gonna be nobody. Like, yeah, okay, he's Evan Peters, the same guy from the X-Men movies of late, but that didn't ever necessarily mean he was actually going to be like coming in and replacing the original Quicksilver in the Marvel Universe. So yeah, that was just one of those things. People just don't seem to like the concept of the red herring. So I feel like Genshin Impact should probably be careful with that. Like, I don't know if it's like a worldwide thing right now, but at least like here in the... At least in the East, people don't really like it. Or not in the East, but in the West, people don't really like it, rather. Like, people are just like, oh, red herrings, no. Like, characters should always be something, but characters don't have to be something always. Like, sometimes they're just a character. They're just there. And, you know, they don't necessarily need to be used for anything else. Anyone else notice that some of the female designs are almost based off of female sports? Ganyu Ice Skater, Official Dancer, and Mona Synchronized Swimwear Cirque du Soleil Performer. Yeah, I mean, Mona, if you look at Mona and the other characters that are confirmed from Fontaine in the Tevat storyline chapter trailer, there is a commonality of all of those characters to, like, they're dressed as magician's assistants. So, like, if you think about, you know, magician's assistants, you know, from like a magic routine or something like that, they usually have a leotard on, and all of them do. So I'm pretty sure that's what Mona was actually intended to be emulating, was that. But it is interesting that, yeah, Ganyu does kind of have a little bit of like an ice skater-y thing going on, doesn't she? I hadn't really ever paid attention to that. Let them be mad. Let them be mad. WandaVision was fire. I agree. Like, I loved WandaVision. I thought the show was great. I'm not going to talk about any of the specific stuff that happened in it because it only ended a little over a week ago, and I prefer to, you know, be on the 2-week like cutoff. You know, like if you haven't watched it in 2 weeks, you're probably not interested. But you know, inside of that, you know, I prefer to protect it in the overall. But yeah, the show was great. I loved it. I've, you know, been a long-standing fan of the Marvel Universe from the get-go, and yeah, to kind of see it resolve in the way that it did was satisfying to me. And you know, and they fully established a character that needed to be established for a long time, and that was really great. The one dislike is from Timmy. Right, Timmy dislikes this. There was that one that reminded me of, there's like one of those like location request memes I saw that was like, Timmy wants to know your location, and he's just got like a little icon of him just looking angry because he's trying to find you for murdering all of his birds all the time. It's a good meme, one of my favorites. Battle Pass story feels like a red herring. Oh, I mean, the Battle Pass story, I even said as much in my video, my theory, is a red herring. But I think it's a less damaging version of a red herring, right? So, like, they paint the picture of it being, you know, Aether and Lamine, but it's probably not. It's probably Dainsleif and the Sustainer, rather. I don't know why Destroyer came out. That's completely ridiculous. But yeah, it's probably them. That's the there's a lot of evidence that would suggest that it is, and really only skin-deep visual evidence where, like, the characters are kind of drawn to look a little bit like Aether and Lamine, but at the same time, the Aether one kind of also could still be construed to look like Dainsleif, whereas the Sustainer one we don't necessarily know for sure one way or the other. So I think that the visual representation was pretty much meant to be the thing that that kind of makes us think that it's something else. So yeah, I do think that they are throwing at least that one red herring at us, but like I said, it's a less impactful form of the concept, which is, I think, a good way to do it. As opposed to, the way, certain other franchises have done it in the past, which have just resulted in kind of alienating their fan base to a degree, which like I said, I think that those people can just kind of kick rocks. Like, I thought WandaVision was great, and it's not really a big deal to me. Everyone is theorizing that Paimon is the unknown god. Just let her be a floating toddler who loves food. Agreed. This is another one of those things where, like, there's so many people who thinks that she's the unknown god, and I really don't think that's the case. And you gotta imagine, posting theory videos as I do, I see, hundreds, if not thousands of different theory, thoughts from people in my comments. And a lot of the times I don't really get to respond to them because there's just too many, and a lot of them I don't see because there's too many. If I were going to spend all my time, reading every single comment, I probably would never manage to get through them all, and I'd have no time to make content or play the game. But sometimes I see people who try to poke holes in my theories and stuff where it's like literally, like, especially with my 500-year apart theory, like, a lot of people try to just poke holes in it by saying that, like, if Limine's been in the past for 500 years, then Zhongli and Venti should know who she is. But not necessarily, like, if she spent most of her time traveling with Dansliff, being in the Abyss, and kind of having minimalized interaction with the world outside, then Zhongli and Venti especially, who, has spent most of the last 500 years asleep until very recently, probably never crossed paths. Zhongli only manifests himself in person, occasionally as well, so he's not guaranteed to have crossed paths with her either. And even then, say for instance they did cross paths 400, 500 years ago, 300 years ago, how often do you remember a complete stranger that you crossed paths with that you don't know even a few years later, much less 300 or 400 years later? It's just not a good way to try to poke holes in a theory, to be like, oh, well, they should have seen her. Well, yeah, maybe they did, but it's also probable that they just didn't remember her. Who would dislike the stream? Well, hopefully nobody, but I mean, it happens occasionally. I mean, down thumbs are all just part of content creation. It happens. Not that big a deal. This is how we learn. Not that I'm saying go out there and, like, down thumb my videos or anything, but, they don't actually hurt the videos either. Pride is really the only thing that's particularly injured by that specific thing. You go sit in the corner and cry, why don't they like it? Henning, worst fate imaginable? Oh, I think I missed something there. You'll get to debate clubs from now on. Oh, the debate club. I haven't thought about that item in a little while. At Teyvat Astoria, do you think Mona voluntarily accompanies Klee to blow up lakes to get free fish? Huh. Well, now I do. That's... Oh, man. I love that as a thought. Oh. I'm writing that down because that as a thought is delightful, and I need to hold on to that because it gives me an idea for something. So thank you for that. Yeah, that's hysterical. That is something that would not have occurred to me until you said that. That's good stuff. Mona with Klee Fish Blast for free. Fish Blast free fish. That's hilarious. I like it. Because I've got kind of another. I'm not gonna talk a whole lot about it right now, but I have another like series of like videos that I'm kind of thinking about doing that might be something that'll be a little bit easier for me to put out, but will still be something that's enjoyable. And yeah, something along that idea might actually be pretty interesting. So yeah. A weird ending would be if the Celestia is about to win and... Oh, I think I saw that one already. Oh, no. It says Timmy just walks on the battlefield and starts slapping every Celestia god left and right and turn out to be a second unknown god. Well, it certainly would be... yeah, that would definitely be unexpected for sure. Brain so large, Tevat so tiny. Yeah, that's a great character interaction, Bird. I agree. Actually, that would make sense. I mean, she's always broke. Mona's always broke. She has no money. So her tagging along with Klee to get free fish would be hilarious. And then she ends up in solitary confinement right there with Klee because of the fish blasting or something. Like, Jean shows up and just sees them blasting fish together. Like, Klee's blasting the fish and Mona's just skating across the water to collect them, right? Like, that would have to be how it is. Like, Klee stays dry because Mona just surfs the water really fast and brings the fish back in. She's essentially the net. Busted. Jean tosses them both in solitary. If every region is unlocked, then most phones are going to blow up. I mean, it kind of depends on how they work that whole idea, but I mean, once all the regions are unlocked, I suspect, the game's not going to load every region just because you're standing in an open world, right? Like, it only loads the resources that are required in order for you to, travel to it. So there's a certain amount of fade out and drop off where they don't have to render stuff beyond a certain distance, so I don't think that'll be too big of a deal. Clever Foxface, why exactly is she broke? Because she's very dedicated to the studies of her astrology, and so she can't really take a full-time job because it would take her away from her astrological studies. But whenever she does get money, she spends it immediately on tools for her astrology, which are always expensive. The only other thing that she spends her money on is rent. So she hardly ever spends money on food, and when she does, it's mostly just cheap salads. So, and she tells herself that salad's her favorite food mostly because it's the cheapest thing that she can eat. So, yeah, she mostly doesn't really take care of herself because she's obsessed with her astrology and learning all she can about astrology as a whole. So it kind of is her, like, eternal suffering. Yo, storage space on the phone could definitely be a little bit of a problem depending on what model phone you have and how much available space you have, that's for sure. Because the client, I do know, is continually getting larger by the update. I need to go this way first. You know what, I'm just gonna pop Hu Tao's Elemental Burst in this one. Alright, come on. This should fill her back up, I think. It didn't, but it got really close. And then I just burned off half of it again. Come on, nice. Okay, cool. Well, they're all gone. Trick, how's it going? Welcome. What is my favorite aspect of Genshin lore? Oh... I mean, I would have to say as an aspect, I love how much they leave on the table or leave to the imagination, right? So like they explain a lot of things, but they also leave a lot of story threads untold to explore later. And as somebody who really enjoys theory crafting, and I've always loved doing that, but I've just, until, I made this channel, I pretty much just did it for fun in my own time. Yeah, I would have to say, like, that is my favorite thing about this. The way they handle the lore in this game is just that they answer a lot of questions, but also leave several others unanswered, which allows me to explore the possible implications of the things that we've learned as we learn them. So that's great for me as like somebody who likes to dive deeper onto it or into these things on my own accord. Why wouldn't Mona join the Knights? I don't know. Maybe she will at some point. Who knows? You know, seeing as how, you know, the Knights generally support researchers and stuff and have laboratories for all of the different, you know, Knights and stuff that work for them, I think it's not, you know, beyond the realm of possibility that you know, Mona could be somebody that they would like to have working for them at some point in the future. So who knows? Maybe she could become a Knight of Favonius, but that's just not, you know, in the cards for her at this time. And, you know, I do think that still kind of factors into the idea of, like, a job, though, right? Because, like, even Albedo has duties that he has to uphold as a Knight of Favonius. Fortunately for Albedo, because he's, you know, like, broken as an alchemist, like, he can just do everything so easily because he's basically a genius. His duties don't really take him very much time. Whereas, you know, somebody like Mona, it might take a little bit more time. Like, she's, you know, she's not, you know, some kind of mystical homunculus human who can, you know, do alchemy to make all of her tasks easy and instantly completed. So it could be one of those kind of situations. I play Genshin on an iPhone 8, plus I'm not sure about running it on this is good for it. I mean, I think the iPhone 8 is, like, on the list of, like, minimum recommended specs, so I think it probably could potentially shorten the lifespan of the phone for sure, because it's going to be generating a bit more heat than it would otherwise. But, I mean, so long as you're not doing, like, crazy long sessions, I mean, once you're leveled up and you've gotten through the majority of the game's base content, you can, you know, do all your daily tasks and stuff in about an hour a day. And then after that, it's not really that big a deal, you know? Like, an hour a day on your phone's probably not going to tax it that much, so I wouldn't really worry about it that much at that point. I love figuring out mysteries, so that's my favorite aspect of the lore too. Yeah, for sure. Oi oi, at Teyvat Historia, considering the two Archons we have are Animo and Geo, which are regarded as supportive elements, and their kits make them great supports, will the Electro Archon have a supportive kit? I don't think so, no. I really don't. I would be really surprised if the Electro Archon is a support unit, because Electro characters aren't necessarily kind of pigeonholed into that idea of being supports. I mean, Kuching's definitely not a support. She's just a DPS character. Razor is also used generally as a DPS character. So yeah, I would be really surprised if she ended up being a support. Not to mention the fact that there was a lot of blowback from the community on them making Zhongli a support in the first place. So I kind of would be surprised if any of the future Archons end up being support characters again, to be very, very honest with you. Trick, the world building in Genshin is fabulous. I agree. Oh, I mean, I started this channel last June, you know, a full, what, almost 4 months before the game came out, because the world building in this game was already so readily apparent from just watching trailers and CBT videos that, like, I was already kind of obsessed with it, you know? Like, not every game has a manga dedicated to it before the game even releases. And to me, that was also huge for getting me, you know, to become obsessed with the game ahead of time, because I could just see that the world building in the game was already so great. It was already so strong. I knew the potential for really just wonderful things to be coming down the road with this game were likely, and I had to be a part of something, which is, you know, inevitably why I ended up making the channel. Plus, you know, I watch a lot of lore tubers for various fandoms that I enjoy, and it's something that I had wanted to do for a long time anyways. I had talked with my wife for years about wanting to do, you know, some kind of YouTube channel or content creation of some kind to share things that I'm passionate about with people who might want to listen. So I'm really glad that last year I finally decided to do that. And I'm really glad that you guys are on this journey with me, because it's been a great time. It really has been. It's a lot of work, don't get me wrong, but I wouldn't trade it, and I have definitely enjoyed it. Lolly Claymore user, not sure what we're talking about there. Yes, definitely there were some rumors of Claymore, small character from Inazuma, I think. I do believe that would be in leaked territory, though. So we're not going to get into that. AR-55 spend minimum 2 hours a day. I mean, I don't know if it doesn't really take me 2 hours a day to do all the stuff that I do every day. Not really. Usually, you know, I get in, I make condensed resin for most of the things that I'm gonna do. I knock out my dailies. That usually takes anywhere from, you know, 10 to 15 minutes. If there's extra events going on, that can stretch things out, obviously. But for the most part, I'd say usually under an hour, and the things that I absolutely have to do are done. And then usually later in the day, when my resin has refilled itself a bit, I'll have to, you know, get back in for another 30 minutes and, you know, burn that up again. Depending on what I need will obviously vary the duration of time it will take me to burn it, but yeah. IEO CBT videos, yeah, the closed beta test videos from CBT 1, 2, and 3 were really instrumental into me learning a lot about the game before it came out. I spent a lot of time watching those videos, and then I did, you know, eventually have a unique opportunity to become a beta tester myself as well, and that helped phenomenally as well. At Tave Out Astoria left the stream to grind some artifacts. The RNG gods are not with me. What did I miss? Not much. I've just been working on farming artifacts myself, actually. Just doing my daily artifact farm route at the moment, actually. I mean, if you just glance at Ayaka's voice lines and stories, you can see that Inazuma's world is already so well built that lore-wise, Inazuma is already ready. All that's left is to make the damn map. I mean, I haven't seen any of her voice lines or anything, and I think most of her older voice lines could be changed from the early tests and stuff. Who knows? It's very possible. Like, I'm sure there's still a lot of stuff that they are working on. They're probably still filling in puzzles and chests and all that stuff for Kamisato Ayaka, or not, for Inazuma, I mean. I'm sure the character itself has been long since finished, though, for sure. Oh, and I think, you know, one of the other things we definitely have to consider is when Inazuma comes out, it's probably not going to be like, oh, hey, just one new character is going to be out, right? Like, we're going to more than likely have Kamisato Ayaka as the first banner with Inazuma. I think we would all be surprised if that isn't the case. But there's likely also to be new 4-stars in Inazuma. There's likely to be, you know, another 5-star in addition to her right away. You know, probably not the first banner, you know, in tandem, but also, like, in the second banner afterwards, which will probably be the Electro Archon. And then there's also, they have to, you know, create, you know, develop, create, balance, you know, the Electro Traveler as well. We have a lot of new character presence coming with Inazuma, so that's probably another one of the things that's taking them a long time, because they know Inazuma's going to be hype. They do. Like, it's going to be the first major map expansion for the game. And they know it's the one that everybody's the most hyped and ready for. So all we can do is, you know, sit patiently and wait, but eventually we'll get there. How will we even get the other Archons as playable characters? I doubt that MiHoYo will repeat the same. Archon quits his job and takes human form another 5 times. So each of the Archons at this point, I'm positive, will lose their noses to the Saritsa and the I dodged it that time. I kinda didn't mean on the face that time. Anyways, each of the Archons will lose their noses. I think that's just an inevitability for the story at this point. 2 of them have already lost them. The Saritsa is goaling to get them. She's not going to be satisfied at anything less. So we could see, you know, some Archons give them up like Zhongli did, but you know, probably not under the same circumstances. We could see some Archons die. Like, there's all sorts of different ways that this could go about for, you know, changing the way each of the Gnosis, I don't know how I want to pluralize that, but each of them are going to lose them likely in a different way. 6 condensed resin is usually my daily grind limit. YouTube, yeah. I mean, that's pretty much how it works for me as well. When 4-star artifacts are better than any 5-star artifacts? Oh, definitely not the case for me. I mean, I don't want to say I have great luck with artifacts, but I would say I have above average luck with artifacts. It's one of those things like, you know, people say streamer luck is a thing, and I generally don't have great luck when it comes to character rolls, but my artifact rolls are usually above average. So I guess I'll take that, you know. If I can't have one, at least I have the other. So it's like, oh, hey, I can at least build what, you know, the characters that I get after forcing the matter into good characters, because the artifacts that I get are usually good. Of course, now that I brought attention to it, I'll never get another good artifact again, and all of my characters will be doomed into mediocrity. Mediocrity? That's not even a word. Mediocrity. Henceforth. There we go. Ayaka actually looks pretty OP. I don't know. I think she looks cool, for sure. I want to say a lot of the feedback from CBT1, which was, at this point, like 18 months ago, or almost 2 years ago, or something like that, which was the last time that character was playable, and she was playable in a completed form, basically. A lot of people said she was actually kind of underpowered, but then I want to say max level in CBT1 was only level 20. The game was very different than it is now, so I suspect we will be seeing significantly different balance in the game compared to what they had in CBT1. You know, and the character's growth will be significantly different than it was in CBT1. So yeah, I don't think it'll be comparable. I think most of the feedback that said that the character was weak is probably not going to hold up. I think the character will not be weak. I think she'll probably be one of the better characters, although I would hold short of saying the best cryo character just because, well, Ganyu exists. So she's got big shoes to fill, right? Like, I don't think there's going to be a whole lot of characters that are going to be able to dethrone the pure damage production that Ganyu can throw out. That's going to be hard to achieve, at least until we see a cryo catalyst character in before La Signora becomes a playable cryo catalyst user. Please, please, please. That's one of the characters I'm most excited about having as a potential playable character, would be La Signora as a cryo catalyst. I really want that to happen. You can bet the moment they announce that character, I will start preparing to make her into, you know, a primary DPS if that's going to be a role she will excel at. I will for sure be all over that. I think a cryo catalyst character will be amazing. I think running her in tandem with a with Mona will be amazing, just because they're both, you know, instant touch element producers. So, you know, pretty much anything you look at for more than a second will just be frozen, which will be amazing as well. It'll be really, really hard not to draw myself into that for sure. YouTube GJ, you're really excited for Electro Traveler as a Traveler main. Actually, I am too. So, as you know, all of you who have watched my streams regularly would know, I've not really leveled up my Traveler very much. It's still at level 40, ascended to 50. I haven't put much effort into the Traveler yet, but I would like to. And when Electro Traveler becomes a thing, I'm going to finally level this character to 90. I'm going to do it. I'm going to make it level 90 so that it is usable across the board for all of its elements, so that it's already just ready to go. Then all I have to do is, you know, grind out talent books and stuff like that. It will happen, though. I will get my Traveler set up to where it's a usable and enjoyable character, and so that I can actually put the main character to use. And I'm sure that, you know, MiHoYo's very aware that the main character is basically underutilized by most of the community, right? Like free-to-play characters, I think, or free-to-play players are generally more prone to using the Traveler because it is essentially a free 5-star character. But the two elements we have are both support elements, right? I mean, you can use Animo Traveler as a DD, which is not a bad role for that character, but the Geo one is pretty much a support character, and it doesn't really deal nearly as good a damage as even some good 4-star characters, so it's just one of those things where you kind of have to resign yourself to which one you want to use and then make sure you maximize its abilities. But I think I would be really surprised if the Electro Traveler doesn't end up being a potent primary DPS option. So that's another thing I'm really excited for. But we'll see, because, you know, I also suspect that Bal or however you say that, you know, Raiden Shogun will also be a potent primary DPS. Again, you know, what with the pushback that the community gave regarding making Zhongli a support character out of the gate, I think they may be hesitant to make any of the future Archons support characters. I really do, because people didn't appreciate it. Even though Geo is an element that is designed by nature to be support-based, and so is Animo. But really, people don't complain about Venti because he's just objectively good. You can build him Elemental Mastery, or you can build him as an attack unit. With 2-piece Venerer, 2-piece Gladiator, and just melt stuff. I personally prefer to go 4-piece Venerer and attack, so that you maximize the damage of his, of his Animo attacks, but also debuff them for the other characters that you're inevitably going to interact with. And I think that's just a better use for Venti, which is what I actually do plan to do with Venti when I finally get around to, you know, building him to level 80 and like properly establishing him, because like he's useful in the capacity that I use him for now, but I definitely agree that he could be more useful. And really, I have that same problem with my Xiao. They're both built to level 70, and I'm just kind of underutilizing them right now. But they both have more useful roles than I generally use them for. Oh wow, YouTube, your Traveler was your first 90? That's actually pretty cool. I hadn't heard that there were a lot of people out there doing that or anything, but that's pretty cool. I'm kind of jealous, not gonna lie. Like I spend a lot of my upgrade materials on, you know, whatever the newest craze character is, because it's content that way. But I also do prioritize to some degree the characters that I'm more interested in. And sadly, the skill kits of both Animo and Geo Traveler just don't really draw me in very much. I you know, if I had to choose out of the two, certainly Animo Traveler is the one that I think is more fun. But I'm expecting good things from Electro Traveler, I should say. And when we see that character, if it's not a potent primary DPS, I will be shocked and sad if that is the case. So I really do think that we're going to see that character show up and actually be useful, though. I really do. Hopefully this doesn't blow me up. Good, it didn't. This guy over here made me chase him to kill him. Rude. Hello guys, I'm a child simp now. How did that come about, Miku? Signoras. Oh, oof, I am not going to... I'm gonna skip on past that. We'd better be able to blink, damn it. You mean with Signora? I think that would be, like, if she actually has, like, a blink dodge, that would be really cool. I agree. What I am expecting for Signora is, you know, like, when she first shows up in that cutscene with Venti where she takes his Gnosis, she does, like a little snap type deal to freeze everything, and I kind of expect that's what her Elemental Burst will be like. I think we kind of saw like a little hint of what her Elemental Burst was going to be like in that first initial scene. So if it doesn't emulate that, I'll be really, really surprised. Of course, we don't know if Signora's elemental capacity is, you know, is vision-based or delusion-based. So she actually could even end up being a different element, because we don't know if when she used her cryo abilities, if that was, you know, natural to her, if that was given to her. Even as somebody with every character besides Child and Albedo, I use Traveler. I mean, that's great. I definitely would like to put Traveler to more use. Did I hear about how out-of-hand KFC X Genshin collab got in China? Yeah, I have actually seen a number of the videos for it. I'm not gonna lie. I really do, on a deep level, wish I could get my hands on some of the KFC China stuff that they have. It's great. It really is. I'm so insanely jealous. Like, I sent a video of, you know, people going to KFC, or a video of a KFC decorating the entire store with like vinyl window covers and stuff, and I sent it to my wife, and she's like, "Oh my god, we need these giant like vinyl Zhongli and Monas. We need these." I was like, "Yeah, I'm sure our neighbors will love that, but I don't care. I want them." I would love to have some Genshin swag. I had like a giant frown the other day when I learned that MiHoYo released a bunch of like Klee mugs, like Jumpy Dumpty mugs. I totally would have bought one of those just to like have on display in my stream. And nope, those were sold out before I found out about them too. Like, so far I haven't been able to get my hands on any kind of Genshin swag that exists at all. I would love to like actually know about that stuff at a time where it's available. I'm really hoping that, you know, like at first when I heard about the Genshin and KFC collab, I was kind of like, I don't know about this. It's kind of weird, but whatever. But now, you know, seeing the way it was handled in China and how big it got, like, I'm actually kind of excited about it, and I kind of hope that they make a bigger deal out of it here as well, although I kind of doubt that they will. Like, I don't know, gaming is, like, it's big here in you know, in the States, for sure. Don't get me wrong, it definitely is. But I don't want to say it's, you know, has kind of like a taboo aspect to it, but it kind of does publicly here. Like, it's weird how that works. I mean, it's slowly becoming more of a norm, but it's still, like, there's a lot of people here in the States where, like, if you're a gamer, like, older people will be judgmental of you. So it's one of those things that makes me wonder if, like, KFC actually would do the collab here as well. To the level that they did in China anyways. But I saw that like they had all these like lids and stuff with codes on them and things like that, and God, it seemed really cool, and it was just refreshing to see like a proper public event done for a game, because I haven't seen something like that done in so long. So yeah, I hope they do that. I really do. Senora is Mustang from FMA, but cryo. She snapped like him. That is a great point. What a great analogy, actually. She is kind of like Roy Mustang. That's cool. I like it. The god of Klee mugs. Yeah. I'm sad I didn't find out about those until too late. It's just a giant, you know, mug made out of a Jumpy Dumpty, and that would have been cool. I would have loved to have had my hands on one of those. I saw something disgusting on Amazon. It was a Klee and Chi-Chi not safe for work body pill. Ugh, God, why are people just, why does this need to exist? I don't get it. Whatever. Anyways, at Tave Out Astoria, how fast do you think a day one player could reach AR 60 during 1.0? A co-worker tried to flex on me, and I called BS. There's just too many caps to reach AR 60 in 2 weeks. I think that would be basically impossible to reach AR 60 in 2 weeks. I don't see how that could be done. Because yeah, the caps. You can only boost your resin so much, and you can look across the board of streamers here in the States and over in China, you know, and all over the world. Plenty of us have used our, you know, our Primo Gems to boost on a number of occasions. to the max, like literally maxed out for days on end. I would say I have at least maxed out 2 weeks worth of days from, you know, like using my Primo Gems to make resin. I am still AR 55. I'm not even AR 56 yet. I'm a little bit past halfway mark now. There's no way anybody, like, I don't even know if there are any people who are AR 60. Maybe there is, but I don't think that it is definitely not possible within 2 weeks. Like, that is impossible. That's a fake flex. Yeah, that can't have happened for sure. Some people in one of my classes play Genshin, and when I told them about the KFC collab, someone went, KFC Diluc is... or something along those lines. Nice. It would be a boon for KFC in North America. I mean, if they did it here, I think that they would definitely see a business boost. KFC, like... I mean, anywhere they do it would be a business boost for sure. I think there would be a lot of people who go to KFC on the regular that would be confused, like, why are there a bunch of anime characters all over this building right now? But there's a lot of people playing Genshin Impact in the United States and all over the world. I think just about anywhere they would implement that collab, those KFCs would see a massive increase in sales for whatever short duration, for sure. Artifacts is what I'm trying to do here. I'm going to go ahead and level up some more of these Chi-Chi artifacts, because it is now time. Let's see here. I'll stick with the flat one for now, because that, I think, will be the most impactful. I'll try getting this one to 16, and then kind of spread it out to the other ones. Actually, no, I think I should just get this one to 20. Not that I think what I just farmed will get it to 20, but I'll get at least to 16, probably. At TH Senior Simp. I mean, she's going to be a great character. Like, I'm positive whenever that character becomes playable, she's going to be very, very, very good. Something in me, like, there's no way that they don't make that character amazing. Vaughn, welcome back. Yeah, David Zamora, you want the Jumpy Dumpty mug too? Yeah, like, you should be able to Google it and find it. But yeah, they're sold out. But they were cool. I was surprised, like, and they were, like, high quality. They looked good. Sad face. To reach AR60 is about at least 2 years, to be exact. Yeah, I mean, I do think that there has been some significant, like, some people have done, like, math on how long that it should take. Based on, like, maximum refresh and all that stuff, and it's going to take a long, long time. Alright, well, Chi-Chi's artifacts are getting a little bit better by the day. She's almost at 2k attack now, so that's pretty cool. One of these days I'll get a sword or I'll level up a sword that will be a bit better for her than, you know, this one, because, like, right now, like, I'm using this, but, like, the bonus doesn't really do anything for her, right? Because it's Pyro or Electro, so it does nothing for her. Sacrificial Sword wouldn't even be bad, because it you know, has a high chance to reset the cooldown on her E, which would be nice for giving consistent heal opportunities. And it has, you know, energy recharge, which is also good for bringing her elemental burst up. But losing the attack bonus on Lion's Roar will be a little hard to swallow. So I'm kind of waiting, I think, until I you know, find a good 5-star sword to change out her sword, but we'll see. They say the highest rank currently is 57. Yeah, I could see that being the case. Imagine buying Sweet Madame from KFC. Ah, that sounds pretty amazing, I'm not even gonna lie. Speaking of which, I need to go use some of my poultries and make some more of those. KFC is kind of weird. Like, there's the KFC console and the Colonel dating sim, so a Genshin collab in the West wouldn't be the weirdest thing. Yeah, I mean, like I said, like, there would definitely be, you know, that weird division between, you know, certain generational gaps here in the West. I don't know how that translates to, you know, other countries in the world, but like I said, I know here in the States, there would definitely be people who are confused. Let's see. Suspicious dish of the same type. I'm just wondering if this suspicious dish is even useful, really. At YouTube GJ, I think the issue with AR levels is people don't take into account story quest. In future updates, adding more XP outside of resin refreshes. Actually, YouTube, what I suspect, and thank you by the way, what I suspect is going to happen is like the actual hard caps on levels above 55 will probably get lifted at some point. So all of us who have already grinded to like 56, 57, whenever those caps get changed back, we'll just log in one day after an update and find ourselves at AR 60 or something because they just changed the level curve. They smoothed it out. Because right now there's just a wall. You know what? I'm going to make the suspicious food. Why not? 6 suspicious sweet madams. Restores 20% of max HP and an additional 900 to the selected character. So it is just arguably worse. Why is this bonus? I don't... 20% of max, so it's just not as good. I don't get it. It's just everything is less good. Like, why is that even a thing? Well, whatever. Doesn't matter. I do need to go ahead and make some more of these. It's been a little while since I've made any of these. Oh, hey, I can make 2, but I'm definitely not making it with her because she makes suspicious ones and they're terrible. Alright, well, I'll take those for now. That'll be fine. Okay, so, I will be wrapping up the stream, guys, in about 15 minutes. So if you guys had any questions or anything that you've been holding on to for the evening, make sure to get those out before the end of the stream. Yeah, Hotel cooking seems like it's basically Breath of the Wild's dubious food. Like, why are you making censored food that nobody wants to eat, Hotel? Like, why are you doing that? Why you do this to us? I don't get it. What you looking at, Miles? Get out of here. Keep moving. I like how her head's tracking him. It just made that a little bit more authentic. Anyways. Rosaria's Sweet Madame was leaked in Google, apparently. Yeah, like I said, I don't actively chase down leaks. Nor do I like to talk about them. I think that they're generally kind of damaging. Hu Tao Terrible Chef is canon. Yes. She's just a weird person. It's food for the dead. Food for the dead. I don't think they need it. One could argue that it's food for Chi-Chi, but then Hotel wants to put Chi-Chi in the ground. So I don't know. It's weird. It's just weird. Do you think we'll be getting new permanent banner soon? Yeah. New permanent banner. No. I think the permanent banner will stay the same for a long, long time. Because I don't suspect that they'll be changing any of the limited characters to permanent characters for a very, very long time, if ever. At Tavon Astoria, there's a few restock on the mugs. Really? I'm gonna have to go look that up really quick. Hang on. Genshin Impact Klee mug. Let's see about that. Yeah, actually it does look like there might be some. No, wait, this one looks like it is still out of stock, actually. Yeah, I think this one's also a reseller. Hang on, I'm trying to... That's a eBay one, so that one here at the official merchandise shop. Here we go. Please read. Currently got a few in stocks. Okay, yeah. Oh no, it does say sold out, actually. Yeah, the button's still gray. On the official shop, yeah, it's still gray. Oof. Here I was hoping that they actually did have them, but no, it says they're still out. Unfortunate. Oh well, one of these days. So... Back off that window here for now. Tavot Historia, if Mona can hide her and Klee, like against Scaramouche, then maybe Klee wants to hang out with Mona more because they can't get caught by Jean. also an interesting thought. That's true. Yeah, I think that Klee and Mona together would be like the perfect can't get put in solitary confinement combination. Or even if they allowed themselves to be put in solitary confinement, Mona could just teleport them back out to where they could go back to wreaking havoc and doing whatever they feel like doing, and then when Jean comes to check on them, they're just back in the solitary confinement room like nothing ever happened, because she can just teleport them away and then teleport them back. This is assuming that she doesn't require line of sight for her teleportations or anything, which I assume she does not, so. Well, I don't really have enough resin to do anything now, and I pretty much farmed out everything I need to do, so I'm just going to stick with the chat for the rest of the evening, I think. But I'm going to park it in Stormterror's lair because I feel like it for the rest of the stream. After a while playing the same character, you get too used to them and can't use any other characters. You will be able to play as any other characters other than your usual team. Yeah, I think I kind of get what you're saying there. It's for the same reason that I try not to use my Zhongli team that much, because it makes me lazy. Whereas with Hu Tao and Mona, like those two teams, or the team I'm starting to build around Hu Tao and the team I've already built around Mona, are teams that require a much higher like skill cap, where I actually have to try to not die and I actually have to set up my damage applications. Whereas with Zhongli, I could literally just like face plant my Tartarus over and over again and just destroy everything, and it would just be fine. YouTube, I'd love merch for the game, but I already spent a lot on the game itself. Yeah, I mean, you and me both, but, you know, it's part of the passion, right? At Taveto Story, I think you can buy, like, any Genshin Impact merchandise on a website called Taobao, which is like China's Amazon. Interesting, I might have to look into that. I believe the permanent banner will be updated with every major region addition, just like there are permanent Perma, Mondstadt, and Liyue characters. There should be addition of Inazuma Perma characters. I feel like maybe there could be like a additional Inazuma character, like maybe they'll add like one permanent 5-star character from Inazuma and then maybe a couple of 4-star characters, which the 4-star characters end up permanent anyways. So I think that is like loosely possible, but like I wouldn't expect like all of a sudden Venti and Klee, Zhongli, Albedo, Hu Tao, like all these characters to all of a sudden become permanent banner characters. I feel like expecting that might be setting yourself up for, you know, heartache. Since you're bored, TH, blast Bennett off Skyfrost Nail. You know what? Okay. I'm gonna do that. That sounds like fun. So I will do that. Poor Bennett. Aether is short, KFC, or Aether in short, KFC sucks. I mean, KFC has some things that I like. It's not like a restaurant that I go to a lot or anything, but there's they have some things that are definitely pretty good. At Taveto Story, I'm sorry, but that's a negative on the mug. 46 for the mug is a no-go. I want my Ruin Grader figure. Yeah, I mean, it's definitely a little high priced for sure, but I'm not like, I wouldn't even like, here's the thing, like, being like, yeah, $46 for a mug is too much, like, yeah, I mean, if you're gonna use it as a mug, sure, but I don't think I would ever actually use it. I think it would be more of like a decorative, like a collectible kind of thing, and at which point, I'm not worried about it being 46 bucks, it's just like, hey, I'm gonna spend $46 on it and then put it behind me on something when I actually go after my face reveal. So it'll just be, you know, sitting in the background as some like Genshin Impact swag or something. So yeah, that kind of deal. The Venti character trailer says he knew Dvalin before the rest of the 4 Winds. But that makes me wonder, since Venti met Andreas during the rebellion against Decarabian. I mean, so Venti met Dvalin a very long time ago. Venti was the... Like, he basically is the one who taught Dvalin about humanity. He's the one who taught him how to speak English, and about music, and all of that good stuff. I actually have a video that I made very early on in my channel's life, which was, you know, I guess only like 9 months ago now or something like that. But it was one of my earliest videos, the origin of Dvalin, or the story of Dvalin. I forget what I titled it on now, but I go over a lot of the background lore of the character. And yeah, so it covers pretty much that early relationship between Venti and Dvalin. I need an Animo character briefly. Jean. Oh, let off of it just a little too early. Hey guys, what's up? Oh, they didn't go anywhere. That was unfortunate. Well, you know what? Come over here. I'll make you pay for it this time. Bye. Oh, come on! They're just ruining my day now for fun. Ugh. You know what? Fine. KFC time. Come on. Somebody go off the damn cliff. Oh my god, why? Why? Okay, well, 2 of them finally went off. Jeez. That was an ordeal, and I don't understand why. Oh god. What, just what even? Just what? Typical Canadian argument about food. We got nothing else better to talk about. I don't know if I know what you're talking about. I didn't see anything. Not Bennett. Can you beat Elite Boss with only Beidou? I mean, my Beidou's not fully built. She's only, I think, level 70. And she's definitely not geared at the moment. I mean, I could move most of my my Kuching's gear to her or something, and, you know, try it like that or something. But what with her being level 70, it probably would not be a good experience. One of these days, I'll level her up more and actually, like, use her for stuff again. But I haven't really used her after, like, maybe the first 3 weeks of the game. Just because I started to get too much character depth, and she wasn't really nearly as useful as she once was after that. Oh, I'm gonna have to swap back to my Animo party, aren't I? Because I have to activate another switch up here, I think. Yeah, I should have just left the other team on until I got up here. Well, whatever. RIP. Totally forgot about this. And back on it. We'll stay with Jean until I get up there. Alright, cool. Now I just gotta get up there. Well, now I can't just swap the party. Not a big deal on that. But what I do need to do, in addition to swapping the party, is go ahead and put the ever unlucky Bennett in the party. Pyro attack should reduce the freezing effect at least a little bit. Yeah, you know, I kind of agree. That definitely would be nice. I agree with that. At Tave Astoria, do I think all the Archons have the same mission, like on the chessboard? I don't know. Like, I feel like there's definitely deeper implications behind the chess pieces, you know, the chess pieces being the representation of the Gnosis. But for what exactly, I don't know. I have some thoughts on it, and I do intend to make a video on it eventually. Oh, okay, you guys are arguing about KFC chicken being good or bad. That's the context. Okay, I gotcha. You're not sure if it's the official mug, however, but the reviews seem very good. I think I missed something there. Did you find, like, a different one or something? Beidou is criminally underrated, but it's weirdly like that since she is a pretty unique operator to use. I don't think Beidou is bad. I really don't. Like, I used her a lot very early on in the game because I had Wolf's Gravestone day 1 and Beidou day 1. And so, like, I used her a lot. I really did early on. But once I got Diluc, she got bounced because I was already using Klee by that time. And so swapping Beidou to Diluc allowed me to take Pyro Resonance and still keep my Wolf's Gravestone proc. So there was also that.
Let's go find some treasure.
You can see Celestia from here. You can see everything from up here, really. Like, there's not a whole lot of anything you can't see. Really being at the top of the Skyfrost Nail is one of the coolest places to be in the game because like you really do get a good idea of just like how far out in the game it does still render. I mean, you can see out into the kind of blank mountain range over there that should be Inazuma in the future. Once Inazuma actually releases, I think it's fair to assume that that area over there will not look like that anymore. Just like Dragonspine used to look like kind of a blank mountain, Inazuma will probably no longer look like a blank set of mountains either. It'll actually probably look like a place that you can go, which will be pretty cool. POV, Bennett gets hit by a rock before getting blasted off a pillar in the sky. Yeah, that would be just like, ow. Good stuff. Bennett even gets hit by rocks on the tip of Dragonspine. Yeah, I mean... Oh, wait a second. Did I not? What wing is he using? You know what? Hang on, let me at least give him a better wing that matches him. Jeez. It was on that window for like a second and he got hit by a rock. Poor Bennett. You just searched for Klee on AliExpress and found her mug. Is it just like the mug that has a picture of Klee on it, or is it the one that's actually shaped like Jumpy Dumpty?
Where did that come from?
Did you claim your weekly Storm Terror rewards? No, I actually haven't even fought Storm Terror yet this week. I'll probably do it tomorrow. I've been using my my resin all week for other things, but usually on Sundays is when I go ahead and like pop any of the bosses that I haven't done yet.
No one's joined me on an adventure in ages.
I think it's Andarius is the one that for me that I usually do immediately because that one's like non-optional. I need it to continue upgrading my Mona, who is my primary upgrade character anyways. And since I'm still trying to get enough items to max out her Stellaris Phantasm to 10, yeah, I'm still working on that.
Ow.
You like seeing how far you can fly from here with Venti, Amber, Barbara, and Jean? Yeah, that's actually a good point, you know, with all these, like, stamina boost characters and, like, what is it, flight boost characters. Yeah, you should be able to get a pretty good distance out of it. I wonder, you might even be able to land on, like, Star Snatch Cliff or something, which could be pretty cool. Actually, let me see something. If I have a... Do I have one of those on me right now? I do. Yes. Excellent. Now I can come back up and try doing exactly that. In the meantime, let's do the thing, shall we? Maybe that way would be the furthest fall? Trying to angle myself at the position that would be the longest drop. I think it would be this way. Alright.
Get out of here! Why do they never miss?
Poor Bennett. My god. Just watching from this angle is so mean. Blit.
Could it break?
Poor
the
Bennett.
curse?
No. No, he couldn't. Poor Bennett. Let's see if I can even click on this other point. Yeah, I'm gonna have to just swap it that way. Poor Bennett. Poor Bennett. Alright, so let's go for that gliding distance party now. Let's see here. Venti.
Give me a moment to compose myself.
And I need a second Animo, so I'll take
Conquering
Xiao.
demons is what I do.
Amber also has that bonus. I don't know if those stack or not, but I'll give it a go. And Barbara.
We can do this.
Alright. So let's see just how far this will get naturally. And then once I, you know, finish this glide, I'm gonna wrap up the stream. But let's see how far I get. It's should be a relatively slow burn on the stamina. Benny does not deserve this at all. He definitely doesn't. You're not wrong. Sacrificing Benny removes the bad luck. I mean, it doesn't not remove his bad luck. Zhongli has a thing against Bennett because Bennett's facing the true wrath of the rock. Something like that. There's a $4,000 Genshin account, and I'm here like, damn, I can get most of those characters without spending a dime. Yeah, I definitely think that's a waste of money, for sure. At Tave Astoria, I'd switch Jean or Barb's out for Xiao so I can dash and not lose height to go farther. That's true. That would definitely be another way to do it. I want to see how far I get on this one, and then probably swap to Xiao for the next flight, just to get those extra E charges. I didn't think about that. That's a good point. I'll try that again. At Tave Astoria, how does a homestead mechanic sound? I forgot which YouTuber I heard it from. Might have been you. But building up an HQ sounds okay. Okay to me. Yeah, no, I have talked about that in the past, and I forget where I heard about it, but I would actually be really, really interested in a housing system in this game. I really do. I think that that would be really cool for a lot of reasons. One, we have a lot of materials in the game that we don't use, so it would give us an opportunity to use those materials to build furniture for the houses, which would give us a layer of customization to the game, which would be really, really cool. And then also, it looks like this is about as far as I'm going to get. So I got about to the tree at Windrise without any additional add-ons, but I can probably try, for one, using Xiao to get those E-boosts to get a little extra distance out of it. And I can also use a food. So let's see how... Oh god, just actually go to the food tab. God, I'm just like going through them from the left. Oh, if I have a food for it. I may or may not even have a flight food right now. I might have to go make one. Attack. No, that's just Animo stuff. I don't think I even have a flight food. I think I'm gonna have to go make one. Yeah, I don't. So let me go do that really quick, and then I'll try that again before I end the stream. But anyways, yeah, as far as a housing system go, like on a personal level, well, another reason why I would love to see a housing mechanic is because it would allow me to build and reconfigure interior sets for lore videos. Like as soon as I heard that that was a thing, that was the first thing that went through my head was, oh my god, like I would be able to configure houses, like, you know, non-canonical, but, you know, houses for my characters so that it would look as if that was their house for a video. So that would be really, really cool to me. Is there not? There's gotta be. Like, I don't think I have the materials I need. I might need to buy something extra for it. I never use flight food, so I don't even remember what it looks like off the top of my head. This is crit. Let's see, HP. Where is all the flight food? I know there's a flight food. Am I just blind? I might be just blind. Either that or I don't have the food that I need because I haven't really gone out and bought food recipes very much from the NPCs who sell them because I rarely ever use food. Most of the food I use is just like buff food for attack and stuff, or occasional sweet madames, which is why I have a lot of those. Am I blind? I think I'm blind. Let's see, is this stamina depleted by climbing and sprinting? It's not that one. Is it this one, maybe? No, that's stamina and sprinting again. General stamina food, maybe? But, like, I thought that the ones for, like... Yeah, no, this is depleted by sprinting, so this won't include gliding. Orange... The rate of sheer cold accumulation, no. Stamina depleted by climbing and sprinting again. Stamina, gliding and sprinting. Here we go. Okay, cool. So I am just blind, but I do have it, and can I even auto cook these? Yeah, I can. Okay, I have a lot of the materials to make it, so I guess I'll just make a bunch of them. Venti might make special dishes, so I think I'll leave it on Venti for it. Cool, okay, so what's the difference? 25% for 1800 seconds, 25 for, okay, so it's just a longer duration. Well, the base duration should be more than enough anyways. So, I am gonna go up here. I'm gonna try and glide off this one more time and see how far I get with this one. And then after that, I'm going to end the stream. So, let me actually eat that food instead of jumping off a cliff without eating it, because that would be super wasteful. Okay. Gonna head towards Star Snatch Cliff again.
Then lay a hand on me.
1, 2, 3. This is one of those situations where having the constellations on Xiao definitely really helps. And again, yeah, this was it was definitely a good idea to use Xiao, because now I can just try to cast it out for a long time. I suppose, yeah, if I did like a venti hold E right before going, I might have been able to get a little bit more height. But this is assuming that I'll even actually reach the other side. Like, I kind of don't think that I will. I don't think I'll actually be able to make it all the way to Star Snatch, and I kind of don't think that there's a whole lot of places from here where you'll ever reach the ground. But we'll see. If I actually do reach the ground on it, it would be one of those situations where, you know, then maybe, like, I'd see how much extra distance, like, the extra, like, 20 feet in the air would get me. But honestly, I don't know if that's going to make that big a difference. I guess I could also pop Barbara's skill or whatever right before going off, and that might also help. I probably should have done that. So what I'm going to do is restart this, because I didn't do that one. So you know what? Let's just do the thing. Let's just go for all of it, huh? So let's reset one more time. Because I want to say that's on her... It's on her E, isn't it? Charge attack periodically. No. I thought this was stamina. Was it on her elemental burst? No. I really did think it was on her E. Or is it one of her passives? The stamina consumption of characters within Let the Show Begin. Okay. Yeah, so it is her E. Okay, cool. It's her basic passive.
Let the show be. Brace yourself.
And I gotta actually try heading in the right direction first. There we go. I kind of blew it there with the directional situation, but it only lasts for 12 seconds. I don't know how much of a difference that's actually going to make. But we'll see. Yeah, the talent is actually her first one, so I did have that one. But it, like I said, it's 12 seconds. It's not going to make that much of a difference anyways. Oh god, I actually pushed the wrong button on that one and lost a few feet. Whatever. Try also Zheng Li's steal. I suppose that would be another way to do it. Kind of wondering if it's better for me to continually just use the one charge of this as I get it, or if I should wait until I have all three each time. I don't know, it's probably better just to continually use them as they recharge. Definitely getting some distance on it. I feel like I'll definitely get further than I did the first time, at least, because, you know, I got roughly to the tree at Windrise. This one should definitely surpass that. I'm gonna start taking sheer cold damage. And end up having to eat food just to not die to sheer cold. Actually, I'm exiting the Dragon Spine area. Yeah, okay. So that's going away now, at least, so we're good on that. Can you suggest a free-to-play gear for Beidou and where to find it, except Dragon Spine stuff? I mean... Beidou's a character I would probably... Like, if I were going to use her as a primary, I'd probably build her with a 4-piece gladiator, more than likely. So, I don't know how else I would really want to build her. The cooldown on her E isn't all that long, so weapons like Sacrificial aren't all that great, so I would probably lean towards using... God, you're saying not Dragon Spine, but man, like, that's probably the weapon I would recommend using. If not that, then Prototype. But that's going to boost her physical damage, and I mean, physical damage No, wait, that's attack, isn't it? I can't remember. I haven't looked at that weapon in a little while. I think it's attack, so I'd probably go with, like, either prototype or something like that, but I don't know. I'd have to look over it again. Oh, I have another charge I haven't used. TH, you gotta build your Barbara, bro. She is literally the best healer. I know Let's Dance don't hit the same, but she's still fire. Yeah, I mean, she's definitely good. That's for sure. She's a character that I've been meaning to build out for a long time, but I've just not gotten around it. But I mean, like, I personally prefer Jean, just because Jean is also a phenomenal healer who puts up numbers in a manner similar to that of Barbara, but also can deal damage simultaneously under the same build. But there are definitely some inherent benefits to characters like Barbara, too. Like, if you consider using Barbara with Hu Tao, if you have C6 Barbara, for instance, like I do, then you'll get her automatic resurrection if you, by chance, make the mistake of allowing your Hu Tao to die, which is pretty useful. Oh boy. Hey, look, some hilly churls. Landed directly on some hilly churls. I like it. That was about as a hilarious accident as I could have had. Just go through all of that just to land directly on some hilly churls. That was great. I like it. Well, that was I got a wow. Like, you just hit, like, you realize when you look back how far you actually did fly from. It's really, really far. I'm kind of surprised I was able to get this far away. Maybe with some even better gliding food or something. Yeah, you're right. Like, if I used stamina food to replenish, I actually might have been able to make it to the cliff edge over here instead of having to hit below it. Is Hu Tao, Kaya, Ganyu, Barbara a good comp? Well, you've got 2 generators of cryo for Hu Tao to melt. Cryo resonance, which will help to stabilize her crit rate. Barbara will allow you to have both strong healing and vaporize options if you want them, as well as frozen options. So yeah, I'd say that's actually a really good party. I really don't have much for complaints about that. Alright, so let me set my party up the way it's supposed to be again, because right now it's all messed up.
Good eye.
Chi-Chi.
What's happening?
Oh, Chi-Chi. She always sounds so bored. And I'll put Xinyan back in. Anyways, so yeah, with stamina regen it probably would have been better for sure. I could probably try some other attempts at it or something later. Maybe we'll try it in another stream or something in the future. But with that said, I am gonna get out of here for the night, guys, because I need to get to bed. I got a lot of work to do tomorrow on this video if I want to have it up by Monday or Tuesday. So I gotta keep plugging away at that. But thanks again, everybody, for coming to the stream tonight. If you enjoyed the content and you're not subscribed, please consider doing that and hitting the like button on the way out. That stuff really helps me out a lot with beating the YouTube algorithm. I know that I say that every night at the end of the stream, but I mean it. It does help. Subscribers and likes are the primary analytics that help to get our videos, my videos, recommended when people are looking for Genshin content creators. So help me out, subscribe, like the video if you haven't already, and I will see you guys on Tuesday evening probably for my next stream, and hopefully before that with my next video.